Everyone, make sure you're in uniform, soldier. Aye, aye. Okay. So, what has happened on Sea of Thieves? Morning, Crawford stream. What up, Theo Blocker? All right. Couple things. Let me figure out where to start. So let me open up a notepad file. Let's do this. Crush is the floating head. Yeah. All right. So we've got Doubloon overkill. We've got fucking the Bruno situation. We've got fucking what is that other thing called? Boatswain cringe. We've got there's two other things I'm trying to remember. Oh, we've got rare barn visit. And there was one other thing. What other dog shit, stupid shit has happened? Oh, Plunderpass. Okay, so thank you, Silver. Dude, you were right. Okay, so in the 48 hours that I haven't streamed, all of this has happened. So, get ready for some crud humor. What's happened? You're about to hear it for a couple hours. All right. I think I start in order, right? Like, I think I just start in this order. So first of all, the doubloons overkill. Can we skip one? No, we need to talk about it because it affects me. So the doubloons overkill happened last stream. Now, let me bring up my tweet. I don't have anything prepared, so we're doing this off the fly. So let me go to my tweet because I know I tweeted about it and that'll make it easier to discuss. Okay, there it is. So, yeah, this will go on YouTube. This will be the 5-in-1 crud fucking pleasure pack rant. Thank you for the prime against him. One of the guys invited me was a guy who came to cremative mind and pipe up on an insider. Jesus. All right, so first of all, doubloon reset. So, what happened? The first thing that happened was the doubloon reset happened. So we're gonna paint a timeline here. So, the new act of the season started. The act that ends on Thursday started, and the doubloon reset happened. Except it didn't happen for a lot of people, mostly me. And what that meant was I had 50,316 doubloons as soon as the act started. I immediately went to the Duke and spent 5k of that doubloons, got every single item he had because I don't have any of them. And then during the Build Rat Weekender event, which was 4 days instead of the usual 2 that it's going to be from June, they're skipping this month, I was unable to earn doubloons. I did 4 of the doubloon crate voyages. None gave me doubloons. They gave my crew doubloons. I did 1 of each of the merit quests. Didn't get any doubloons. And I did every single Build Rat Weekender task. The entire weekend, I could not find a single person doing the voyage because there's no incentive for anyone to do more than the 3 that they need to do because they'll only sell to gold. So you're just literally, if you do more than 3 of the voyage, you're holding on to loot to specifically have it stolen from you and nothing else. So didn't find a single person doing it. That's it. Wow, this is a fucking puffy ass jacket. Look at this shit. So what that meant though, luckily, because I'd already bought all the items, I didn't care. I was like, whatever. Then after the 4-day Build Rat Weekender, my doubloons get reset to 1,260. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. You know, that's fair. Whatever. It's more than I thought because everyone thought they'd be reset to about 430 something. The Plunderpass number, I think it's 425. That didn't happen. I had a few extra. Don't know where they came from. Don't know why I had them. But sure thing. I'll take it. Everything was good for about a month. And then Rare did this. They said, as players could use doubloons they shouldn't have had to purchase high-value items, any black or smuggler's market goods they've bought since the reset will be removed from their inventories in the next few days. They will need to be repurchased with doubloons earned fairly post-reset. So, you can find someone who's willing to trade quest items if they're stealing items. So I know that, Frunzy. I know that. I didn't need to because I couldn't earn doubloons. What this means, though, is in the Build Rat Weekender in June, I will be literally getting people rotating in and out of a ship for me to do all the doubloon shit because I'm not grinding it. Fuck that. No reason to. They have made it so stupid to earn doubloons, and they have now double punished people for their own fuck up. They're catching strays. He deserves it. Why do Rare care so much? I don't know. So, Able Pirate tweeted about it with a pretty good comparison here. Where was it? It was a couple days back. Here we go. So, this is the thing I just showed you. Then, if we think back, the team have now applied the Amethyst Mercenary Eye Patch to all pirates who claimed the cosmetic via our most recent round Twitch drops, but were yet to receive it. The Mercenary Eye Patch that was awarded by mistake will remain in your chests. So, sometimes they're okay with granting cosmetics that they shouldn't, and sometimes they aren't. I'm not sure what that's about. Same thing happened with the Celestial Steed sales back in like 2023 or 4, I think it was. And it didn't make sense then. It doesn't make sense now. They never know. They're very inconsistent on... They're very inconsistent on whether or not they want people to keep cosmetics they accidentally grant or whether or not they want to take them away. I don't get it. So, what happened then? So then what happened is... I tweet this. Don't reset a bunch of people's doubloons. They instantly buy the Duke stock 5k doubloons. Can't earn anything during the weekender, even if doing all voyages. Have their doubloons reset post-weekender. Fair. Now take away those items. Son. And then this video, which I can't play the audio of because it's copyright, which is so fucking stupid. Fuck you, YouTube. What the fuck is that? Oh my god, I opened up Viva Pinata by accident. What the fuck? That stressed me out. I didn't know what the fuck that was. Jesus Christ. Oh, God, because it's on my fucking start bar, and I went to... That was scary. Don't ever do that again, game. Anyway, that's for a future stream. What kind of keybind is this? Yeah, Viva Pinata's made by Rare? Yeah, old Rare. Fork Fan Kitchen. So, basically, this happened, and then I said... Before this... Oh. Okay, so there's this man here. We're gonna do tangent after tangent here. There's this man here who... Every single tweet about the doubloon scenario, he would comment under being like, maybe if you did the voyages, it would be fine and you have your doubloons. Not understanding that doing the voyages didn't give you doubloons. And so I did a little pre-warning. I was like, before this spud shows up, you literally could not earn doubloons during the weekend if you're above the limit post-weekend. Above the limit. Post-weekender, my doubloons were reset to much lower than what I would have been entitled to. Earning dubs at a reduced rate for 60 days to make 9k dubs is dumb. And then he's like, oh, famous. Fuck off, dude. You're weird and you're just wrong and you won't accept you're wrong. But yeah, so I was like, unironically for the first time, tagging Mike Chapman and also Drew, you guys should veto this decision. And I'm not saying it just because it affects me. Punishing players for a mistake is never the way to go. If you're all about listening to the community, this is the time. This, combined with the reduced doubloon earning methods, plus the fact it's 60 days between last and next Real Drought Weekender, plus the Duke getting new stock per season, plus the fact people aren't incentivized to do more than 3 of the crate voyages during Real Drought Weekend is insane. We need 10k to catch up now. Also, before anyone says I just want the reward for no work, watch my streams. I'll happily endlessly grind the most mundane tasks for SOT completion, with some help, of course. This is about the people who don't stream, who go to work away from home. And then, yeah. I've seen this creature a few times in comments, everywhere spout and shit. No, Green. So I kept seeing him replying to everything, and I was like, I'm just going to, before he even shows up, just call him out, because he was gonna. You're still in the Bermuda Triangle? Yep. Wasn't even incentivized to do one voyage? No. I think I got really lucky. I got reset, bought everything, but near the end of the weekend, it corrected my doubloons what I actually earned. I think I had like 2.5k. So I'm on 2100 now, but I need to get 4,000, buy the items, one more 1,000, buy the rest of the items. Then I want to have 4,000 ready for June. That's 318 Reaper chests at grade 5 now. How the fuck? Like, Jesus. The entire business model at this point is trying to incentivize people to pay for 30 minutes every month. How do they think this shit's sustainable? SOT RANT, what happened this time? Is Drew spared? Drew's fine. It's actually a piss take. They can't get anything right. Yep. And I was on team, I get that you can't play on weekends, but no, 48 hours a month to earn doubloons is fucking stupid. Heard the items in the shop are there for a year. They are, but every season, so every 3 months, they add new items to it. If I didn't see my situation was resolved, didn't actually lose anything. It's just Rare's communication was off about the order they did the events and everything made confusing. W. Drew helped me out. Oh, that's good. That's good. Never get how people still try to defend them because people love the taste of delicious, delicious boot. So this happened. I lost all my items, 5,000 value, whatever. I'll get them back. Don't worry. If you want to help me, that's fine. Grind some Reaper chests and send me an invite to sell at Reaper 5. We'll do it. Either way, once Build Drought Weekender shows up next month, I will just simply have 2 accounts. I'll have someone else's account and we'll just grind the voyages over and over again because unless they make a new way to earn doubloons, it's just not worth hunting people because there's no incentive to do more than 3. So unless you're on the first 2 hours of Build Your Out Weekender, you're never going to find someone with a doubloon chest unless you're lucky. Also, it doesn't help that they don't advise people of this, so people in game don't even know. First, we have too many doubloons. Now we don't have enough. Next is the currency we won't care about. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Hannah. I need 150 Reaper chests just to get the curse because I miss BRW. There's no way unless I run grade 5 Reaper for every Reaper chest. Yep. And even if you do the Barnacle K exploit, Vex did Barnacle K yesterday for an hour and a half, and we got 2 out of it, which is crazy good odds. You usually get way less. So it's fucked. It's cooked. Yeah, no, there's no incentive. They fucked it up. Maybe they'll add new ways to earn doubloons in that. No, they won't. And then, yeah, so that's all that. Just trying to think if there's anything else to say about the doubloon situation other than that. If you go view this tweet, by the way, like everyone is like, son, what are we doing? Like, it was your own fault. Why punish players for it? Give pirates things. Make Reaper's chest sell for 25 doubloons base price. Why my items get deleted? I started with reset doubloons, had around 450 of them, grinded to get everything I want. Now my items are gone. How should this work? I had 5 doubloons, too much, maybe, There's no way you guys type this Reddit out there is perfect. Let's post it. No fun allowed. Just admit you guys missed the mark again and move on. Getting pusnid in game while the devs fucked up is peak comedy. So, because a lot of people will see these complaints and they'll say, oh, you're just mad because now you have to play the game. It's like, I wanted to play the game during the Build Your Out Weekender, but there was no way for me to earn doubloons because you didn't take mine away. Like, I'm not, at the end of the day, it's like you just fucked up twice. I did the Barnacle Cave for 7 hours, got like 40 chests, but right before selling 3 gold ghost scallion pulled up. Yep. It'll just keep happening. Really don't want to grind so many Reaper chests from mid-curse. Are they that desperate? We're rehashing old cosmetics. I've been doing that for years, bro. See ya, Hannah. Saw an unplayed day, bad 2 Feb 1. What a hater. Damn. And yeah, so that's, I don't know if there's really much else to discuss about the doubloon overkill other than Ozurian used the gif of me walking away. Like, it's just what have you done? King Hot Dog Pig. Yeah, it's actually a pretty short post from him. That's good. So I'm so confused. Players who didn't convert their doubloons before the reset were able to buy all the Duke items immediately because they weren't reset. Now those items have been taken away, so even if you played during the last weekend and bought those items because you weren't reset, not your fault, that progress doesn't count, and now you have to grind again next weekender, which isn't for another 30 days, by the way. Just to afford both the new items and the ones you already bought. This has been handled so poorly, punishing players for a mistake on your end isn't the right call. Can we get that GIF in Discord? Yeah, it's been in there. I'll post it again. I'll post it right now. There you go. Yeah. Well, they'll mess it up more and not change the Duke shop to give people more time, extending and suck. See, if they didn't cap it, I feel it wouldn't be an issue. Exactly. Just get rid of the cap or raise the cap to 10,000. I think a 10,000 doubloon cap would be so okay. I would be so okay. Boxy had the same thing. Yeah, no, everyone was like, it was completely indiscriminate who was fucked over by it. It was just like randomly, a lot of people just didn't lose their fucking doubloons. And it's like, okay, well, that's your fault. The problem isn't take away those items. The problem is just go, well, we fucked up this time, but next time we won't. And then they'll fuck up again because it's rare. The only consistent thing they are consistent in is their inconsistence. I don't think there's much else to say about the doubloons overkill. I think that's it. Stop making mistakes. But if you want to exploit a few doubloons, however you're allowed to keep them, exactly. Which they are trying to patch that. There was a patch note in Insider that they fixed in Barnacle K, you know when you climb down the ladder and it black screens you? They fixed that black screen. So they know something, but they haven't fixed the exploit. But even then, it's almost useless exploit because you might get 25 doubloons after 40 minutes of work. Like it's not even an exploit at this point. I guess I'll blame the layoffs. Bro, lay off more. Hey, money gaps in game out money, yeah. Does the Pinky Mum have Garrus Sim? Cool. Say hello. Okay. Next. The Bruno situation. So, Bruno, if you don't know, if you're so lucky to not know, Bruno is a blue hat guy, one of the worst. We've talked about him in the past. He is the guy, for people who forget, he is the blue hat who he plays with the minor, okay? Whatever. Sometimes fans will join me to give me lowers and shit, whatever. I don't play with them regularly, but they'll join the like, oh, here's a lower. Hey, crud, can we get a screenshot? Yeah, cool. He goes out of his way to play with them daily. That's, you know, he's friends with them. I don't know how old he is, but that's weird. But it's gaming, you know. I'm sure he's not being creepy. Anyway, so over a year ago, I believe it was like February last year, there was a screenshot of him and hang on, there's a screenshot of him and a friend and one of the miners they play with. And here we go. So he posted this. They named their pigs Your Meat, My Hole, and To Bust a Nut. What is the reference here? So if you're holding a pet, you can say things like I've got. So for example, if you're holding the pig called My Hole, you'd hold it and you could say, look at my hole. Or I've got to bust a nut. The joke is sex. And one of the owners of these pigs is underage. And everyone said, hey, Bruno, really fucking weird tweet. Seems like you're making a bunch of sex jokes with the minor. Why? Why are you doing that? And as you can see on his blue sky where he hides, because he deactivated his Twitter after this, because everyone rightfully said, hey, you're weird. This Twitter sort of shitter incels found this post and their smooth brains are hurting. And then, what's the emoji? What do we know about this emoji? What do we know about this specific emoji? When someone uses this emoji, they are more mad than they've ever been in their entire life. Every single crud rant, this fucking tweet gets referenced. Every time. It's the emote. Underage people are the only ones who would think this is really funny. And so after this, you know, he got exposed for being very weird around a child, which also, by the way, this is what he was willing to show. You got to consider, what is he doing, you know, what are the jokes they're making off of this? Weird people always go to incel when they're extremely fucking mad. Welcome, Yoshi. I use a regular laugh emote. Yeah, if you use a normal laughing emote, you're fine, but it's the tilted one. When you have the tilted one, it means you're fucking seething. Yeah, bro, those names are way worse, I remember. And you got to remember what the commands are when you hold a pet. It's I've got, look at. There's like one other that goes with it. Tilted means they're tilted. It means you're tilted. Exactly. And so after this, Bruno made an apology, which his apology, we're not going to read the whole apology because it's this shit, but this sentence right here, he says, once at a blue moon, I sailed with someone who is 16 years old. I am a responsible adult, and I have never sailed without another adult present in the company of the 16-year-old. What do you mean by that? Why do you need to say that? If you're a responsible adult and you're playing a video game with someone who's not an adult, why do you feel that you need to have another adult around? That's a weird thing to clarify. That don't make it better. Yeah, W fit today, crud. Yo, we out here with the army fit. If you had to make a statement about playing with the minor, already screwed. Exactly. If you need to say, hey, if I'm playing with a child, don't worry, there's another adult present to make sure I don't do, like, the implication here is that if there wasn't another adult around, that you would be creepier. They have accountability buddies in NK2. Responsible adults to play with minors. It's just, yeah, the rest of the apology is fucking boilerplate. It was an immature joke I made with the child. Anyway, so that happened. Then the next thing that happened was his girlfriend dumped him. So Belle here, she says, hi Bruno, sorry I went quiet on you. Need to sleep and talk to some friends. No one who's going to expose you or whatever. Don't need to worry about that. Really need some answers here. Firstly, selling with a 16-year-old when you're 32 is already a bit bloody weird. A 16-year-old who is apparently comfortable discussing, joking about sexual topics with you is downright concerning. Like, how are you even at that point? Hope I don't need to explain why that's weird. I know you're convinced you've done nothing wrong, and I know you originally said that I thought you had done nothing wrong. Knee-jerk reaction to a partner coming to me worried, but you just simply have. Need you to understand and accept that. Did it seriously never enter your mind to put your foot down and say, we really shouldn't be talking, joking about this stuff together? And your reaction has been to lock your account? You realize it just makes you look like you have something to hide, yeah? I know when you first came to me, I told you to pay the SOT shitters no mind or attention. That's because I didn't know it was a freaking 16-year-old you'd made this joke with. And I trusted you that it was just assholes making a fuss of nothing again. I only see the post on Blue Sky on which no one was tagged. I need you to admit you've done something wrong and you need to make a post apologizing. It stands you've been making sexual jokes with a minor and locking down a response to being pointed out while insisting you've done nothing wrong. You have. So that's his girlfriend, dumping him. And then here's Bruno's response. That joke doesn't need explaining because it's not for you. However, harassing someone you don't follow, have never engaged with, couldn't have found the post or account without being sent it, is beyond obsessive and pathetic. This will be taken further. No, it won't. If it continues, so consider this your only warning. Keep in mind what he says here. Keep in mind what he says here. Now, all of this was a year ago. Why are we talking about this today? So the reason we're talking about this today is Bruno, on the 10th of April, was made a Boatswain for the Sea of Thieves Discord. Now, does the Sea of Thieves Discord matter at all? No. I always say, never go to the Sea of Thieves Discord and expect intelligent conversation. Thank you, Turts, for the prime. Never go there to talk about Sea of Thieves. Use it to view announcements and nothing else. No one in there that talks in there consistently is a smart person and able to have... I'm trying to be nice about this. No one in there is intelligent. What's a Boatswain? So a Boatswain, let's have a look. What is a Boatswain? Sea of Thieves Boatswain. Introducing the Boatswains. Ahoy there, community. Celebrate the pirates who are positive members of our community, who are fair-minded but respectful of the pirate code and forum rules. We've created a new title, Boatswains. The new title has no responsibilities or official duties, but we hope the Boatswains will play a key part in welcoming new players to the community. We'll be adding to the group fairly regularly and are always on the lookout for new Boatswains. This was 8 years ago. Now, what is a Boatswain? A Boatswain is basically a Discord mod. It's an unpaid Discord mod. They go into the SOT Discord, they interrupt criticism conversations, and they get messages deleted. I have not seen one that isn't useless, probably because the ones you don't see are the only good ones. If I'm 20 and try to play with a 16-year-old online friend, I try to give him life advice, make sure he's not right-wing based. Discord, pedo Discord power. Correct, Crash, correct. It keeps going, it keeps going. So, they gave him Boatswain. Why did they give him Boatswain? I don't fucking know. Probably because him and Jotaro are friends. Usual fucking thing with any of these uplifted people. They're always somehow connected to Jotaro. Also, Bruno, on his Blue Sky, made a list of accounts to not follow. SOT trolls, harassers, abusers. Feel free to use this purely voluntary list to keep your timeline clear of toxicity and harassment. Shit posters are tolerated, but please don't turn it serious. DM me with evidence if you feel a name should be added or removed. And we've got Durmaster Bob, Comrade Relics, Swabby John, Violets, Watty, Fuzzy Bond, Nessie, and Ragsy. Nessie does not have Blue Sky. That is not Nessie's account. Nessie does not have Blue Sky. Why is Fuzzy on there? Oh, wait, he's transphobic? I mean, that's fair. I don't recommend anyone pay attention to Fuzzy either, but we're not getting into that right now. Nessie doesn't have Blue Sky, and if you look at that Blue Sky account, it is never posted. It might have now. It's never posted. It's literally someone impersonating him. Noobface used to be on here. He also doesn't have a Blue Sky account. Like, Bruno, remember when you said, what was it? You said this? Harassing someone you don't follow, have never engaged with, couldn't have found the post. Remember when you said that? Why are you making a list of people to block on a thing if you've never interacted with? What's going on there? What's going on there? Who even uses Blue Sky? Literally the saddest cunts online. I don't think Twitter's a good platform. I'm not right-wing or anything like that. But the Blue Sky move didn't work. It turned into Reddit, and everyone came back to Twitter until a better replacement exists. It's like being late for church, yeah. Why does the game bring so much toxicity? Why is it always the heckin' wholesome, nice guy popperinos? What is Boatswain or whatever? It's a certified Discord mod. And so, yeah, so Artist of Thieves was like, yo, how the fuck does this guy have Boatswain? Because, he's a fucking weirdo. And so Watty also asked the same question. Bruno making the blacklist flies directly in the face of Boatswains being community representatives. How is one supposed to represent a community? They segregate according to one's own biases. Kind of fucking silly. Now, you might be wondering, what fast food place sells Baconette? I don't know. We don't have Burger King in Australia. Now, what else could have come of this? So, in the Sea of Thieves official Discord, sorry, this is in fucking light mode. I don't know if I can change that. In the Sea of Thieves official Discord, like a day or two ago, Bruno decided. Hang on, let me bring up the JC. Sorry, I didn't have any of this prepared because I was streaming. So, randomly, as happens, unfortunately, in the Sea of Thieves official Discord, people try to talk about Theb, which you can't say his name there, and don't go in there and try to say his name. And someone was saying, I don't think Theb's name should be banned anymore. Like, he's fine. Like, he's unbanned and rah, rah, rah. And Shira's here being fucking lack of knowledge idiot. And she goes, that's not the whole reason. Doesn't he like delete more cheaters than the anti-cheat rare provide? Bought. And then Bruno here says, plays with cheaters. Why? So Bruno, when did when did Theb play with cheaters? When did he? And so, unfortunately, a lot of these messages have, I believe, been deleted now. Let me check. But Nessie got on the case and asked about it. Isn't Bruno pred? Yep. So, let me see if Nessie's messages are still visible or not. Here we go. So, in the SOT official Discord, Nessie responded to this message by Bruno, which Bruno deleted. And he goes, he plays with me, Sponge, and Crud only. So, which of us are you calling a cheater? Fair question. If Bruno here wants to imply Theb plays with cheaters, who's he calling a cheater? Because there's only 3 people Theb plays with, me, Sponge, and Nessie. Who else has Theb played with? NZ Goblin, like every now and then? Anyone else? Anyone else that could be a cheater? I don't think so. I don't fucking think so, Bruno. Maybe someone who is holding an official title within a Discord as a representative who you'd expect would share truthful things and not make shit up. Maybe they shouldn't say this about one of the bigger creators in the space just because they're a fucking idiot. What are we doing here, Bruno? What are we doing? Hang on, let me just move this off-screen, Cliff. Shira to say, not sure why it's assumed hate has anything to do with it. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Sorry, let me look. What did I miss? We're going through it. Generally, what stance does he think he has? If any of you were cheating, you would still be a pred. Yeah, but also, like, if Theb played with fucking cheaters, no one would watch it. Like, it's so fucking stupid. It's just a dumb brainlet take made by someone who had to clarify that if they're in a call with with a child, they make sure there's another adult around to, look after them. And anyway, so then in this conversation, Bruno doesn't show up because he was asleep, and then Shira keeps defending Bruno making shit up.
Will this be on Freak of the Week?
It will, Moldy Lines. We actually have, for the Sea of the Ives podcast, we actually do have some things planned. We're doing the Blue Hat Rodeo. We have Bruno, we have Hans Sprungfield, and a few others. Yeah, thank you for all those bits as well. Why exactly does Ray have such a hate burner after Theb after he's unbanned? Because they're stupid. Did you include Shira because she's blue hat? She's not worth talking about. Jotaro said 110 will never happen, and saying so makes you stupid should have been the biggest red flag for how stupid this is. Yep. Anyway, so regardless, Nessie had a back and forth with Shira, which was really funny because at the end of the day, Shira's like, should we really be discussing this? And Nessie's like, no one asked. And so, anyway, so we've got a little document here about Bruno. So, following an incident that occurred yesterday afternoon, I reached out to a member of the community manager's team at Rare in regards to Bruno's general behavior. The community manager, Kenji Sulk, advised me to compile all the evidence I had surrounding Bruno and send it to them. Says what the purpose of this document is. This document contains both pre-existing material, which a reader may already be fully aware of, or newly found material. I encourage the document is read in full. And then you get screenshots like this where, JC is just like, I'd like to make a genuine inquiry into Bruno's status as Boatswain being reviewed, talking about how Bruno is actually just a piece of shit. Who is Bruno? He's a fairly well-known member of the Sea of Thieves community, primarily interacts in the official Sea of Thieves Discord server. He used to be active on social media. However, the events that are later explained in this document, he's limited his online presence. He acts as friendly, no old community member who attempts to be help where positive. However, on evidence of what you're about to read, all positive attitudes not expand beyond the official Discord server, nor does extend to everyone. What is a Boatswain? Helpful, knowledgeable, positive. Our Boatswains are here to lend a hand. This role cannot be tagged and they cannot assist with any moderation, but if you have a question about the game, they're the people who to talk to. Further to this, the same major in the discussion about whether to appoint Bruno as a Boatswain, senior community manager Jotaro described the roles as representing the best of Sea of Thieves players. The best of players is the guy who had to make a statement that he has another adult around when he plays with a minor and was making sexual jokes with a minor. That's the best of Sea of Thieves. Just look at the ex-partner Happy Feet, or look up the world's first pirate legend. Did you know the guy who got pirate legend for the first time in the entirety of Sea of Thieves has gone to jail for doing, the worst type of crime next to murder? Like, yeah. So, pretty on point. Being a Boatswain effectively means you're a role model of the community. Bruno's promotion to Boatswain, rah, rah, rah. So, by the way, the Boatswain chat, yeah, from Nonsing. Not my pirate legend. Yep. What was his name? Is it Prodigy? Prodigy X Sea of Thieves. Yeah, I can't fucking find it. Look up the first pirate legend. There's a Reddit thing linking to his arrest records. He got arrested for doing the freaky with the underage person and having a bunch of CSAM. He's the Epstein of SOT, and he was the first ever pirate legend, which is crazy. And also, yeah, so the Sea of Thieves Boatswain official chat was leaked by someone, and it's not under NDA, so we're free to talk about it. I mean, they get rid of Derek, though, the trolls. I mean, yo, Crash, very good comparison. Can you DM me a link that Google Doc after stream? Yeah. Why does every SOT drama involve idiots and hypocrites? Indeed. So in February, a vote was undertaken, as is a procedure for all Boatswain nominations, to decide on whether or not Bruno should become a Boatswain. The vote was met with a lot of negativity. Even the worst of the community even didn't want him around, which should speak fucking like novels. What is this? It's ongoing. Yeah, so we've got stuff here where they say, sorry, this is really hard to find. I can't zoom in on these images, unfortunately. Honestly, I've been kind of avoiding saying anything because I feel like I wait out. I'll say with no to both. Size very snake. As for Bruno, the drama from the past, early on he would ping us constantly because from other people witch hunting him and calling him a PDF. And I'm not really wanting to have to live through that again, let alone have someone as these type of accusations as a Boatswain to not stir up any more drama than it has. He's super nice and helpful, but I just can't bring myself to say yes to the more drama it might cause. And then someone else says, I was at work at the time overall, I don't feel very comfortable with Bruno being the Boatswain. They've created false narratives behind people's backs and don't action any actual issues brought up to him. Off the top of my head, he's had incidents with Snowy as well as Baruka and some others, which has been on and off for a while, although I don't know if they've made up anything after, but those are the immediate ones that come to mind. He also had some issues with me. Then we've got just, yeah, Able Pirate linking stuff. Yeah. So even the people who are already in that position, which a lot of them are fools, yeah. Yes, Avagel, yes, I talked about that already. What's the situation here? Bruno got Boatswain, and he doesn't deserve it, and it's just really funny to make fun of him because he's a bad person who represents himself as a positive person. So Bruno was promoted to a Boatswain regardless a short while after the vote had concluded with a consensus against their promotion. Why? Here's the thing we just went through, talking about how Bruno made sexual references with kids, and then his girlfriend left him, and then in his apology, he said he makes sure he has another adult around whenever he plays with kids, which is often. Here's him saying that the joke doesn't need to be explained, which we saw before. Here is, I believe, what is this? So the next notable incident that took place was in the Insider forums. For context, this happened a few months ago and it was revealed the Spirit of the Black Witch set would be added to the Emporium, which caused a lot of public outcry inside and outside of the forums. Bruno stated in one comment that he was ashamed to be a member of the Sea of Thieves community. You should be, and people should be ashamed of you, actually, Bruno, which is very disheartening and ill-mannered to many, including myself, because this was prompted only by the community's expression of discontent for Rare's decision. What is this talking about? Who the fuck is Bruno? That's exactly right. Who the fuck is Bruno? So they added an in-game lore-themed ship set to the Emporium, which they said they'd never do, and everyone said, hey, that's not very cool. And then you know what Bruno said? He said, love the taste of these boots. And then he said shit like this. I wanted to drop in here and put in a little 2 cents. It seems Rare can't make a single decision for their game without some dog pile from people on why it's the worst thing ever. I'm frankly sick of reading the absolute hysteria people create over an Emporium set, a currency nobody cared about till it was being reduced, and content that was planned to be shelved to let their team work properly and healthily, meeting their deadlines, which they haven't done. The entitlement is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I'm ashamed to call myself a community member. When I look around me at the state of people can get themselves over. I know this will get disagreements from and maybe some abuse for it in the replies, but I have faith in you, Rare, and to any devs who read this. You love the game you make, and I love playing it. Do what you think is right for it. We'll still play it at the end of the day. Brother, you don't have to be like this. It's so free to criticize something and still enjoy it. You know, like, I stream this game. I played this game. Like, you know, it's in a bad state. I acknowledge that. But look, 5,600 hours. Like, it's just, you are not human for thinking you have to just say, no, please don't think of the game devs. Zip up when you're done, Jesus. Holy Fire Rare is fully delusional if they think this is genuine. Yeah, and they promoted this guy to represent the game. Game's fun, but the company behind it's own company. Yeah, exactly. Like, I enjoy the game. Sure, I get bored of it when people just run, but I understand that's the state of the game. You know, if I wanted to move on, I would. I still play other games. Like, it's just how it is, man. It's just how it is on this bitch of an earth. Most recent incident with Bruno occurred yesterday. This is where he accused Theb of playing with cheaters. And then, you know, Nessie was like, yeah, he plays with me, Sponge, and Crud, so which one of us is a cheater? And then Bruno just links it with like eye roll emoji, and then JC says, I've done nothing wrong here. And of course that gets, that doesn't go through. Yeah, crud, you just play SOT, you need to be, don't make that joke, dude. And then JC says, hey, look, Ma, I made it. And then, yeah, so Bruno shows up, and then finally, and Nessie goes, are you calling me a cheater here? I'm one of the 3 people who owe them. I know the other 2 aren't cheaters. Bruno responded Nessie privately in DMs rather than in public, presumably to avoid any further widespread discussion. However, when Bruno explained themselves, they instead insisted they were not referring to any particular person. It would then be unclear what was meant by this message at all. So Bruno messages Nessie, goes, howdy. Regarding this, Sea of Thieves link, no, it was not referring to you or any person in particular. Just want to clear that up. Thanks. And so Nessie says, oh, so you're just spreading misinfo for shits and giggles. Fair enough, gang. What do you mean, Bruno? What do you mean? So you implied that Theb fucking plays with cheaters, and then when you were asked about it, your response was, oh, no, it wasn't about anyone that he plays with. And it's like, okay, so maybe don't fucking, in the Discord that you represent, say things about a large content creator because you suck, dude. Like, don't do that. What is the point of that? What's the point of instigate? And remember in the Boatswain discussion, how they said, oh, he kind of says things without that. That's what he did there. He implied Theb cheats for no fucking reason. And then when he got heat about it, he was like, you guys are being mean. And then, yeah. Crazy delay, like a full 30, 45 seconds. That's on you, bro. You just hit refresh and it should update. Other one goes in dumbass bag. Don't you get an auto ban when saying Theb in Discord? Yeah, you do. Well, you don't get auto banned, it just deletes the message. But if you try it a bunch, they'll ban you. So you don't say it because there's no reason to discuss anything in there, let alone content creators like me and Theb and stuff. No reason to talk about it in there. Not worth it. Just not worth it. Other experience of Bruno, the experience that includes a section purely anecdotal and rely entirely on things others have told me as opposed to anything I've witnessed myself at the time and can confirm the accuracy of my information. In one of my posts on Twitter, Able Pirate, another Sea of Thieves Boatswain, not anymore, rest in peace Able Pirate, welcome to my Discord, replied with a short thread of comments explaining his own personal experiences with Bruno. Able Pirate explains that Bruno had asked him to stop correcting misinformation Bruno posted, or adding on to his replies in the community help chat within the official Discord server. It is, per the description of a Boatswain's position, their role to offer information and to help people. Requesting one to not correct misinformation is completely counterintuitive to the role. It appears from Able Pirate's story that a community manager somehow got involved with this dispute as well. I know, right, Eunice? I know. So this is just the story, so we don't need to look at this. How did Bruno pass primary school? Bro's not allowed near him. During the run, this document has been brought to my attention by another community member on Twitter that Bruno has seemingly lashed out at another person who reached out to him via Discord following what they believe to be Bruno playing Sea of Thieves with a cheater. Person involved attempted to inform Bruno of their suspicions purely for Bruno's misinformation. Bruno responded violently, calling the person a fucking loser and blocking them as a result. Now, a fucking loser isn't something you as a person who's a representative of the game who's so positive and so helpful and so good for the community probably shouldn't be DMing people saying you're a fucking loser. Kind of not that positive and wholesome. I don't know. Why is he not Boatswain anymore? Because he stepped down. Also, making your Discord and Twitter handles be phonetic pronouns. Look, I'll say this, right? Before anyone has some fucking pronoun discussion, we're not talking about that. That's fine. People be who you want. But making your handle your pronouns is some fucking... It's very... Like defining yourself by the pronouns instead of just having a username and then using your pronouns at the end of it. Like, if I was just like crud, he, him, that'd be fine, right? But like, I'm not gonna make my user at... It's just weird. It's very strange. It means I have no personality. Yeah, it means I have no personality. Like, I have no problem with anyone with any variation of pronouns, as long as it's not neo pronouns, because that shit died anyway. But like, whatever do your pronouns, but making it your identity is very weird. It's just weird. Keep thinking of Encanto when you say Bruno, we don't talk about Bruno. Exactly, it's louder than these. Yeah, it's very weird. Like, I don't talk about that because I don't want to start the stupid, like, fucking pronouns. Like, look how I'm dressed right now. You talk about that fucking pronoun. No, I don't give a shit about that. But I do give a shit about making it your actual username. It's weird. And so Golm here says, in my encounter with Bruno, eventually was literally playing with a cheater. I've watched the footage. I don't think they were cheating. But what I will point out, hang on, who's messaging me? Oh, hell yeah. Yo, Jet Koala got his hog bucket hat. Yo, that looks good as fuck. It doesn't even look that bad. I thought it would look like shit. Yo, go to crud.boats and order the crud bucket hat. It's reversible. It's white on the inside, so you can wear it formally, and then when you go out, bring out the hog. So I've watched the video. I don't think the guy Bruno was playing with is a cheater. However, one thing I will show about this clip. We're not gonna watch the clip, but we're gonna skip to the part where you see Bruno. Oh wait, it's back here. So Bruno's username used to be Testicle. He's changed it, but his username used to be Testicle. This is just interesting to know. It's just interesting to know that the guy who made a bunch of inappropriate jokes around a minor and had to clarify that stuff his name used to be a pun on balls. Like, he has rebranded, and this is him. But yeah, he has since rebranded. He's now he/them, which is, once again, just get a better username. But yeah, I don't think in this clip it's a cheater. I watched it. It doesn't look like they were cheating, but you know, that's whatever. But it's just funny, right? His username was a balls joke. And it's like, bro, how many times, like, how many breadcrumbs are you spreading? And then anyway, so Golem says, before you a few minutes ago, found your profile into your Xbox after you scuttled. You said you didn't want proof. This is from 2023, by the way. After you scuttled, you said you didn't want proof, but I said it anyways in case you weren't aware your friend was cheating. Not going to report because honestly I don't give a shit, just so you know. And then Bruno says, that's literally hit reg. You clearly care enough to find my Discord and send me this. Remember how he fucking, in the other thing, he's like, oh, you're looking for people? Similar thing. To find my Discord and send me this anyway, though I told you not to. Since you did, here's some facts. He's Australian and had 360 ping. Now get over yourself, you fucking loser, and don't message me again. So the cheater in question, oh, that's the other thing though. Whilst in the clip, they don't appear to be cheating, the person that was accused of cheating in that is banned, yes. Can you show the clip or link it? All right, I'll show the clip. I don't think they really want me linking it. I don't know.
Slapped him once.
But
Trying to get on.
they accuse him of instant laddering. I don't think that was insta ladder.
It's a lot of yeah.
And I don't know if that was silent aim. If he was lagging, but yeah, this person here though, Deadly DJ 420, they are in fact banned from Sea of Thieves. So I don't know, but they ain't round no more. So wait, show. All right, hang on. Let me. I don't care if people see it. All right, let me turn the volume up and you can do your analysis.
Slapped him once.
Let me hide myself.
Trying to get on. It's a lot of yeah.
Now that's in EU. That guy's an Australian in EU servers, so he would have 350 plus ping. And then the rest of the clip is just kind of nothing. But I don't think he was cheating. However, he is indeed banned. So this was from 2023. I don't know when he got banned. All I know is Bruno's username used to be Testicle. Looks like FOV. This was before the FOV update. I don't think so. I don't know. Yeah, the Bruno file. Yep. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but I know that guy's banned. I know Bruno's username used to be fucking Testicle, which is just like, bro, how fucking old are you, bro? Conclusion, Boatswains are supposed to be helpful in community role models. They are, per Senior Community Manager Joe's statement shown at the start of this document, the best of our players. It's absolutely untrue that a person who seeks to talk down to the community to make rude or accusatory statements to members of the community or who has developed the reputation that Bruno has continues to maintain is the best of what Sea of Thieves players have to offer. The events I've compiled within this document are only what I'm aware of. It is my understanding that many others in the community have their own personal negative experience with Bruno too, further extend the reach of this poor standing. While he may be friendly to newcomers and supply plenty of advice in the official Discord, this positive side is rather overshadowed by the consistent and continued behavior he shows towards his fellow community members. Additionally, it seems he's grounding his Boatswain role in direct contradiction of the usual process to do so. Ask on my behalf and those in the community who share my stance that you take this information into account and seriously consider Bruno and his current status as a Boatswain in the Sea of Thieves community. Bruno, I'm sorry, bro. You just don't belong as a Boatswain. You can play SOT all you want. You can be weird with the minors and other adults, whatever. You shouldn't be a Boatswain. And now you might ask, I'm going to act like DSP here. Now you may be asking, what is Bruno's take on this? Well, let's flutter over our wings over to blue sky. What is Bruno's thoughts on this? Well, I love this one. Couldn't give any more of a shit if he tried. And then he's like, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Like, cool, dude. Epic, bro. Yo. And then what does the fucking hive mind have to say? Bro is blocking out the haters. Hate because they ain't. And then hang on. Hate because they ain't. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah, MLG glasses in 2026, Unk. You just gotta quit that shit, dude. Good quote, yeah. Basically, an extremely low character opportunist from Lung Nation with love. Big ups JC Long, big ups Artists of Thieves, big up Wody. All good information. I've retweeted most of it. Some of it I haven't. But it's all relevant. Wait, making Clash of Clans. No, it's fucking bad to the bone. I posted this before playing with the monitor. Exactly. Yeah. And so that's Bruno. Continuing from Bruno, Boatswain time. Okay, so friend of the stream, you might recognize this guy from being in the call before I started this. Nessie Does. Nessie Does has done a tweet here. This one's a long one. What up, Tamwin? Let me read chat. Sorry, I haven't been reading chat because there's a lot to go through. People still do the hit marker sound effects, and that's also still cool. Yeah, but MLG glasses. I could have posted some cringe ass 6-7 shit, it would still be Unk AF. Dude, speaking of Unk. Yo dog. So we built the amplified War Greymon fucking Gundam, and it's fucking cool. Barely any articulation to it, but fuck, he's cool. Look at this evil bastard. I can close his wings, turn him into a shield. Very cool, very cool. All right, we're back. So, wait. Red Dead has a guy like this too. I knew a 16-year-old of a friend of a friend. The guy is 15, made sexual jokes towards her and threatened to commit no live when she said she wouldn't play with him anymore. Maybe he should have. Fuck, my water's like empty. Hang on, quick water break. I gotta fill this shit up. All right, I'm back. Okay. Shut up. Look, you have no idea what's going on. That's okay, Cornelius. It'll all be in a video tonight, probably. Oh yeah, Gundams, dude. I have so many right here. It's good. Actually, you know what? I'll do that for the YouTube video. They can see all my Gundams. Hang on, give me a sec. Where did I send them? Did I send them to myself? Did I send the picture to myself? Do I still have it saved? Fuck. Hang on, give me a sec. This is very important. This is very important. This is wild, dude. It never fucking ends, bro. I've said it a million times this year. The only content for Sea of Thieves in 2026 is drama. There's literally no other content. It's just drama and nothing else. Yeah, here's the whole squad right here. Pretty fucking swag. Though, I mean, War Greymon's not there because I built him after I took this photo, but we got a pretty good squad. We got Slimy Goo Goo back there and a little Chumby guy. We got it all. We got a little keyboard brush. Anyway, so... Please show you Gundams. I just did. So Nessie says, why are the official Sea of Thieves Boatswains and mods using their private chat to be mean about me? With a bunch of sad faces. At Beth the Beak, why do you continue to play with N-word spammers even after being shown what your friends say? At the Crew of Fools, why are you saying yikes as if I did something gross the one time we were in the same VC? Our mutual friend Rui was banned wrongly, and you were yapping on about how you could see official support tickets. Why can a Boatswain see that? Hell yeah, Spike. Well, you could see support tickets, and we're going to find out what led to the ban. I barely spoke in that VC. And I also don't think Boatswains can do that. But yeah, don't elaborate. Just act like I was some weirdo because others were saying it. Gotta join in with my pals. The mod is saying I abused emoji perms. SOT partners used to have react perms in the official SOT Discord, but removed after I clown reacted Mac a couple times. Funny. And clown reacted 2 different mods one time. Funny. 4 clowns equals abused perms. Is that a Tau mech on the left? I don't even know, bro. I'm a tourist. And how dare you act like the SOT official Discord is your space. Isn't it pronounced bosun? It is, it's bosun, but I'm going to say Boatswain because it's funny. It is everyone's space. For you to act like I'm being rowdy in someone else's house is nuts. I'm calling for the removal of all Boatswains. You have let in freaks, start again and add normal people. I'm also calling for all SOT Discord mods to be given Discord accounts controlled by Rare called SOT Mod 1, 2, etc. Too many times, these mod egos have caused problems. If they are so desperate to moderate, moderate. If they want to talk, use your main account that has no power to talk. Those should be no personal bias connection with these accounts. Anyway, it was cool to see that the Boatswain hideout was a little gossip complaint corner. Grow up. Lightrop gamer. Yeah, you can do it, Metalhead. So, this is the Nessie wave moment again, if you remember that info. I don't remember that info. So the thing is, what Nessie's referring to with Discord accounts being controlled by Rare as SOT Mod 1 and 2, if you do try to speak in the SOT official Discord, which I have no idea why the fuck you would, as I said, no intelligent conversational people in there, just people looking at updates or, new players. If you try to have a somewhat critical conversation about anything to do with SOT, there's this thing that the mods do and the Boatswains and all that. They interject in the middle of it and will start replying to each other with stickers and saying, hey, how you doing? Oh, I just had a coffee. This was something I noticed in 2021 before anyone knew who I was, before I even knew NZ Goblin, before I had done any shit. I just started playing SOT in June 2021, and randomly I used looking for crew in the SOT official Discord. My messages would still be there if the SOT official Discord wasn't wiped multiple times because of how many times it gets hacked because they're fucking incompetent people. And I remember seeing conversation, and then randomly it's like some fucking idiot's just like sending stickers and shit. And then like another one, and I noticed all their names are the same color, and they've got the Rare fucking logo thing, and they just, I can't think of the right word, but they interrupt the conversation. I almost want to say subterfuge. That's not at all the right word. They just interject themselves in, and they will interrupt conversation to pivot it away from criticisms. Yeah, I noticed this elsewhere too. Distraction and chat fun. They spam. Yeah, they do. And the thing they do the most, which I fucking hate, is they always act like they don't have a private fucking chat that they already talk in. You'll see Shira, and then you'll see Becky Frost. You'll see fucking Owl or whatever her name is. And they'll be like, oh my God, hey, how are you doing today? Oh, I'm so good. Oh my God, just having a coffee. Yeah, I can't wait to jump on. It's like you have already greeted each other in a separate chat. You're doing this to just get in the way of fair conversations. Move it to DM's default response. They will let someone accuse someone of something or like make a general fucking wrong statement. And then when someone goes, no, I don't think that's right, actually, because if you look at this, they go, oh, take it to DMs, guys, or we're going to have to start handing out bans. It's like, it's a fucking Discord for a video game, you idiots. People are going to discuss the video game there. So my username used to be censored in there because of crud launch. And it's like, no, people should be able to discuss major glitches in the Discord because that's how you fucking, like, people learn about them that are new that don't watch fucking streams because, what the fuck? Let's move along, guys. Is this really the right time to be talking about this? Is this really appropriate? Every SOT Discord mod? Correct. Yeah. You just don't need to be stopping any kind of conversation because it's a little scary. It's getting a little hectic there. They're saying things about the game that might lead people to know that there's glitches. Like, I understand if someone's saying, here's how you do an exploit to get 1 billion trillion gold. Obviously, you get rid of that. But if someone says, someone appears to have flown to my boat and I don't understand it, and then you fucking like ban them and you say, hey, don't fucking talk about that. That's not how you moderate a video game Discord. It's so easy to moderate a video game Discord. If someone starts saying slurs or doing hate, you delete their messages and give them a warning. They do it again, you ban them. That's it. That's all you have to do. You don't have to put on slow mode. You don't have to go, oh, the game's down, and everyone keeps asking, why is the game down? Let them. If a game goes down and the chat is just full of people going, I can't log in, I'm getting hazelnut bearded, don't put the fucking chat in slow mode. Let them flood it. Because that's where they go. Because there's nowhere else to fucking go. That's how it fucking works. What up, Daniel? Just put crud in charge. So, look, I'm not going to say I could do the job better, but when I used to before I quit the stream full time, I used to be a quality assurance officer, and that included reviewing like web chat and a thing called Bizarre Voice, those who know, which included looking at interactions between companies and their customers, not just on the phones, but on review websites and shit like that, and the official Facebook and shit. And it's kind of similar. And I just had to say, hey, when you're talking to the customers, be like this. All you need to do is just give them a fair response. There shouldn't be a situation where, and this is why Nessie mentions it here, that they should have separate accounts that aren't personal. There shouldn't be a situation where if I see Shira in the chat, I know I'm about to read something fucking stupid or incorrect. I should see, oh, there's SOT Mod 1, and they're going to answer my question. I shouldn't see fucking, I've forgotten the names of half of them because I don't look in there often. I shouldn't see a fucking mod name and go, oh, here we fucking go. Now I have to wait till they're gone before I can continue this discussion. Just standardize accounts? Yep. You read a book like this in high school in 1984. You can't say the phrase 1984 in the SOT official Discord. Just crazy. Season has had some great content, yet none of it is in the game. The game is down. Time to say Nessie's evil for asking if the game is up. That's in here. That's in here. Is that true? No, you can't. And don't, like I keep saying, don't fucking go there. But I promise you can't say the phrase 1984. Response, even if small is better than shut up, don't talk about it. Yeah. If you just say, we're working on it, or we'll give you more info later, and then you let people keep flooding it, that's fine. You know that communities can moderate themselves? Did you know if you join discord.gg/crud, we have a social system where the entire Discord moderates itself, albeit for when, someone shows up to spam or it's someone who's botted. Did you know that the best way to moderate something is to let people form, not a hive mind, no, to let people form a social understanding that you can do whatever you want as long as you don't be a fucking embarrassment?
Items, 1 total, 22.50 aims, big ups mod dangas. I
Base
wonder
mid.
if this purchase is doing anything for the court case.
Hopefully
I heard it's ongoing
Modangus'
for a
court case
while
gets
now.
good. Common Anarchy win, yeah. Yeah, if we see some dumbass join Discord, we tell you, yeah. And also, like, if you act a fool in my Discord, people will be like, bro, you're being a fucking idiot. It's like when you go to chat in my chat in Twitch, what does the pop-up say? It says, don't be cringe. That's all you got to do. Don't be cringe. Obviously, a massive Discord, like a community Discord for a video game, is going to need a lot more moderation than that. But it doesn't need the moderation they're doing. It doesn't need people going, yikes, you're talking about a glitch in the game? I'm going to fucking delete people and ban people. I'd be being cringe in chat twin. There's levels to it. Anyway, so here's the screenshots. So Nessie says, why are the official SOT boatswains and mods using their private chat to be me and Amy? So back in 2024, someone here who, I think their name is supposed to be Twat. What is this? TNLT? It looks like adult. What up, Harness? I don't know what the fuck this username is. I'm sorry, but this is also using block letters in 2026 or 2024. Like, bro, grow up. I kind of don't like that Nessie guy. I don't know. He just comes off as rude sometimes. Maybe it's just me. Look, I understand if people don't understand Australian banter and sarcasm. Why are you talking about this in like a mod chat? Why are you going into a mod chat to say, I don't like this SOT partner. He's kind of a dickhead. Why are you doing that? Keep it to yourself. What up, businessman? Honestly, if you don't have a blue hat, you shouldn't be able to type in the Discord. Real. And then Micro666 goes, no, it's not just you. I had the exact same thoughts. And then Beth the Beak goes, I haven't had many interactions with them, but the ones I have, I can't say I've enjoyed. Isn't this Sulpana? Barely. And then Krugels, which is the Crew of Fools, goes, I've joined a VC in the past, and yikes. One of Nessie's, Yeah, it just seems like he lets the badge/role get to his head. I don't care about your partner badge. I mean, he abused the emoji perms and got those taken away from the partners. 4 clown reacts, by the way. 4 clown reacts. Then last night, he was kind of rude to a moderator when the mod was trying to defuse the incorrect term for exploits argument. Hey guys, I wonder what this argument was. I wonder what the argument was about incorrect term for exploits. Could it have been, once again, the confusion behind what's a cheat and what's an exploit and what's bannable and what's not, and that shit happened? I bet it was. Then was just butting heads with the people who were calling him out on stuff. Like, I don't even want to go into his stream, because if he acts like this in someone else's space, it's a community Discord, it's our space, not yours. I don't want to know how he is in his own little space like his stream. What are you talking about this shit for? Why are you in your private little fucking echo chamber and just going, oh, Nessie, yuck, dude. Yucky, poopy, icky pukers. Like, sickening, yucky. Nessie's so evil in his streams. Yeah, he is. Those streams that happen, like the one today, right? Don't mention why the majority of people in this official site Discord are absolute bot who can't even respond to basic greetings. Does Rare only employ losers? Yep. That's factual. That's just real. Nessie the only person this happens to? No, but this is, this is what we got on Nessie. So, now let's line these up to Nessie's statements. So, this twat person says Nessie's rude. Okay, fair enough. Micro here says same thoughts. Okay, fair enough. Bet the Big says I haven't had many interactions with them. The ones I have, I can't say I enjoyed. Elaborate. And then Krugels here says I've joined a VC in the past. Yikes. Krugels is the person who was in the VC when Rui got banned, and Nessie was in that call, and Krugels said he could view the tickets, which he shouldn't be able to see as a Boatswain, and then he said he'd be able to help him get unbanned. Nessie confirms that nothing was said in the call that was yikes. This is just virtue signaling. Now, this guy has actually responded today, and he says, to all who see this, yes, I know in the past I've said things that I at the time thought was true. Also, I have long since given up caring what goes on in SOT. I've moved back to my original game. Happy sales. So, you said things at the time that you thought were true, and the thing at the time you thought was true that was you joined a VC in the past and yikes? What? What do we mean? No, this is not about Bruno. This is the people that didn't want Bruno in their community, but then he got put into it. This is Bruno's peers. These are the other Boatswains, the other people that are now the same thing as Bruno, which they all get blue hats, by the way. People hate Australians, apparently. So Shadow Dragon, the thing is, I've noticed a lot since I've started streaming, is people genuinely don't get sarcasm or banter, which is fine, because then we take the piss more. But I see people who are like, yeah, Crud and Theb genuinely are so fucking mean to each other. It's ridiculous. And it's just like, you watch the video and it's like being like, you fucking idiot. It's like, it's a joke? We're friends? Did you get stupid defeats? Yeah, these are his defenders. Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, they didn't even want him around. Yeah, so Able Pirate left today after all this started. Yeah, this is from 2024, these. I don't have proof, but it definitely happened. Van the Man, our response. Yep. And then, this keeps going. So then Nessie goes, all mods should have an anonymous account, so it isn't personal. None of us harbor a specific target on you. Also, if someone else said the same message as you, we wouldn't time them out. For context, I was asking players, not the mods, if anyone was in game yet, was downtime over. And this mod had a fit that you should know already because you're in the partner Discord. Why would I ping a dev and ask when I can go to the hub of SOT players and just ask if anyone is in yet? Instant reply and not bothering working people. But yeah, time me out, cheers. Not home right now, but there are more comprehensive ways I can present this later. Tends to be Americans who don't get Aussie or British humor. It's not just Americans. It's kind of somewhat global. I do it, but I'm also Australian, so it makes sense. Yeah. How do people defend these creatures? Yeah. So this is Tamas. Tamas here. So basically what happened, if you didn't understand what I just read, was the game went down and people waiting to get back in. And Nessie went into the tavern and said, yo, is the game up? Which obviously when the game is down, that pisses the mods off because they're like, oh, people just keep asking if the game's up. Who cares, dude? It's just let them. You don't even have to answer them. Or just say, we'll give you an update when we know. And then just fucking go eat a sandwich. And so Tamas cracked the shits. And so here we go. So he DMs Nessie, goes, I still don't have any appreciate for that, mate. You came into the tavern and the server many times specifically to try to antagonize me before, poke me, make rude comments about me. Tamas, the only reason people make rude comments about you is because, unfortunately, you tend to do it to yourself. Remember when you bragged 3 years ago about how you had over 600 people blocked on Twitter that you'd never interacted with? I'm sorry, bro. I don't think bullying is cool, but there's a certain level of maybe you can do yourself some favors so people don't perceive you as an idiot. And I'm sorry to tell you that, bro. I don't think you're a bad person. I just think you're really misguided. I should have mentioned that to you in DMs rather than in tavern, admittedly, but I can't appreciate any of those things, especially when you made it very obvious to me that you harbor a dislike for me and our team. Whatever the reason is, I'm just making it clear to you personally it's working because it does upset me. Boo-hoo. And I'll tell you personally, despite my better judgment and delirium, that none of us harbor a specific target on you, as you do think. They do. Nessie genuinely has gotten in trouble before as a partner for speaking in the SOT official Discord. People who moderate the SOT official Discord have complained to the higher ups that then had to get fed to Nessie about his behaviors, specifically being a little cheeky. These high school children that are all in their 40s that moderate the fucking SOT Discord genuinely get so upset by Nessie's presence that they had to make a complaint about him. Thank you, Drogo's Life for the Prime. You people are babies. If you were in there chatting normally, generally wouldn't mind, but you keep poking us and taunting me specifically, among others. And even if you do that as a joke, it gives off a wildly different impression, one that does upset me and others. Boo-hoo, bitch. And then here's Nessie saying, if I sent that message on an alt, it would not get that response with a C. And then Tamas goes, that you are correct, because I would not have previous background of trolling and baiting towards our team. And then Nessie clown reacted him, which then removed the partners access to reacting with emotes. Now, this is in response to Nessie saying, are the servers up? And then Tamas cracked the shits. And Nessie said, if I asked this on an alt, you wouldn't have cracked the shits. And Tamas goes, yeah, you're correct. Even though Tamas said, none of us harbor a target on you. This is the target, Tamas. Think, Mark. Servers are up though. Nessie, could you do us a favor and not troll this afternoon? It's a headache this week, with or without it. It'd be a favor not to add to it, please. And I believe the headache was... Oh, what was the headache from? The game... I think this was around sneaking season. I think this was with the big fuck up around sneaking season. And then Nessie goes, are you kidding? I came to ask your hourglass up because right now I don't have time to check. Then forgive me for thinking you'd know, given your access to info on other servers and audiences, accompanied by your other messages regarding things that you specifically should know or expected to know. It was a sneak season, yeah. Okay. We have unfortunately seen the partner Discord due to whoever the fuck leaked it. Probably one of the partners that got kicked. And they don't tell you when the servers are up or give you, like, being in the partner Discord doesn't give Nessie any extra information on when the fuck the servers are going up, Tamas. You're in there too, I assume, because you're a moderator, so you get to see the same shit. What are you talking about, bro? And then as Nessie points out in his in this, why would I ping a dev and ask when I can just go to the hub of SOT players and just ask if anyone's in yet? Doesn't make sense. Servers are crashing non-stop. They did emergency downtime? Yes. Yes. Thank you, Dragos. Having an ego based on mediocre shit tends to make a person more sensitive and defensive about said underwhelming source of esteem. That is 100% accurate to a lot of SOT, not even just the mods, just a lot of people. So I want to mention that JC first sent the doc to SOT community managers and obviously did nothing to step 2 now to get as much attention as possible. Oh, I'm uploading this video. This whole rant is a video subset, so in the next 10 hours it'll be up. And then the last thing is Nessie got a warning on Sea of Thieves. Baiting moderation team. You have a server with a direct line to developers. Why would he ping the developers to ask if the servers are up? Please have some consideration for the wider team and the stress they are under. Oh, the Discord mods have to respond to messages. Okay. We're going to go back into that scenario of you at home. You're a moderator of the Sea of Thieves. I'm looking at the camera now. You can see my bung eye. You are a moderator for the Sea of Thieves Discord. Oh no, the servers are down and there's more fucking messages than usual because people are saying, when are the servers back up? If that puts you under stress, you shouldn't do that. Oh, Beepo, send it to me, please. That's like saying the chef is tired of cooking food. Yeah, which they will get, but at the same time, your job is to just respond to messages with, we don't have an ETA. We do not have an ETA. That's all you have to write. You can't, I guess you can pin it. You can say, check the pins into channel. Okay. Sidebar here. Fuck, that's good. Oh, shit. I need to tag Theb. So, all right. So the context for this is I messaged this screenshot. I messaged this screenshot to Theb and I was like, tweet idea, find a use for this image. And then he just says, make it Blingo and Chinese Christmas clown. And so I was like, I'll get Beepo on the case. Thank you for the quick turnaround, Beepo. That was 3 hours max. Thank you. Amazing image. They literally have a no ETA GIF. Just literally use that. Yeah. All you have to do, I'm sorry, being a mod is so hard. You just need to respond to messages and just delete ones that are rude. That's all you need to do. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to insert yourself into conversations and interject. Do they even get paid? Some do. Shira gets paid. She is a rare employee. I think she's contracted, but she gets paid, which is the worst thing I've ever learned in my life. Eating a sandwich 1.5 hours that maybe took 1? Based. Yeah, so there's that. Oh, we'll get to that. So yeah, that's the Tamas part. Then the next part. So if you remember in here, there's someone called Beth the Beak. I've never heard of them before this. They play with someone called All Boise State, I think it's pronounced. Yeah, here's him saying the N-word 50 times in Minecraft. This is one of the Boatswains or Bosun's teammates from SOT, who they still play with, I believe. Here's them saying GG 7 times. And then we've got some responses here, which are interesting. Wait, there's no way that was her teammate. This guy loves to piss me off in Wailama every time I played Hourglass for a hot minute. There's no way. Someone else pointed out that this guy also does unsinkable spots. Yeah, no, Namek, he even spelled one wrong. someone else, I think it was in my Discord. I think, was it Megan? Did you point that out? Here we go. Boise stream snipes and does unsinkable spots in Hourglass. Yeah. So, cool dude. Very cool dude. And I think he's played with cheaters, probably. And that's someone who plays with the Boatswain currently. So, don't know what's going on there, but, you know, that's... You targeted my friend for 4 hours? Jesus Christ, bro. Yeah, so... that's the Boatswain cringe. So what have we learned so far? Because we've still got 2 more fucking topics. What have we learned so far? Probably shouldn't have fucked up the doubloons. Probably shouldn't have taken away the items that... shouldn't punish people for your own mistakes twice. Bruno, shouldn't be a Boatswain. Shouldn't really be playing with minors. And even the Boatswains don't like him. 3, Boatswains... All of you shouldn't have that role. I'm sorry, I'm sure there's good ones. All of you need to be replaced. None of you, and this goes the same for all community managers of Sea of Thieves. None of you do your job right. I'm not qualified to do your job, but neither are you. There's a reason that certain names pop, and I said this before, certain names pop up in the Discord and people go, ugh, because they don't like you, because you aren't good at your job. You add a negative view to the game that wouldn't exist without you. All you need to do as a community manager is run community shit and occasionally go, hey guys, not make close friends with certain people and form a clique and then create a hive mind and then push people away and dehumanize people. Shouldn't Boatswains be voted by the community? Well, no, they're voted by Boatswains, which they all said no to Bruno, and then Jotaro went ahead and added him because she's friends with him. You shouldn't do that. And if you're a Discord mod, you shouldn't be paid, and your job isn't hard. It's the easiest job in the world. First world problems. I hate that phrase, but that's all it is. It's a first world problem. Just simply be a fucking human. I'll do it. I don't have a job and I don't like making friends. Based. If your partner is selling your soul to Epstein. Okay. If you have weird drama and shit, you shouldn't be a Discord mod. No, exactly. And that's why... As Nessie says here, they should simply have generic accounts. Call them like the captain names, give them the captain names and they rotate. So it's like, oh, this is fucking Captain Long John. This is Captain Quick Dickens. Like just do that. Don't have a personality attached to it because unfortunately these people, they didn't have a good time in high school, which, you know, a lot of you people probably aren't having good times in high school. I understand it. And so once they get a semblance of power or authority, unfortunately, it leads to this ego where they're just like, I think I'm gonna be mean to Nessie does today. And I'm not saying Nessie doesn't deserve it. Nessie's one of my best friends. Oh, he deserves it. Don't worry. He's a terrible guy. But he's my terrible guy. He's not yours. You aren't allowed to talk shit on him privately because you don't know him like I do. I always say this. You can't hate on something unless you have you have all the information. You people don't even know why you dislike Nessie. I know why I dislike Nessie because he's my friend. You people just see the Nessie does icon and you hate on that. And that makes you a fucking baby. Go watch Steven Universe. Think I'm a krill meowth? Damn. Captain Jack Black Powder Barrel? Yeah. It's just so easy to be an adult online. I don't understand why these people fucking struggle with it. I didn't have a good time in school. I'm struggling as an adult and I'm not doing the weird shit they do. Yeah, exactly. That's so many people. It's so common. It's just like, yeah, you had a shit time. Well, at least you're not going to push a shit time on other people if you get any kind of power. And this isn't even like a hot take either. This is why the Discord mod shit exists. Where people go, oh, look at this fucking Discord mod. Like, yeah. The fuck going on? Oh man, how you doing, bro? I'm good, man. How you pay for my duds? Check this out. Check what out. It's easy to be an adult online, but how will you make sex jokes myself? I don't know, but fucking Bruno found a way. I'm only concerned with Nessie how much he talks about his partner badge. Dude, he's constantly flexing it. It pisses me off, dude. He brings it up. You know, okay, hang on. I'm gonna pull back the curtains here. There used to be an ongoing joke between Nessie and I back when we both got partner in 2023, where we would just send each other a screenshot of our Twitch username with a partner badge and be like, look at this. Cause it was funny. It was like, we haven't done it in years, but like, how cool is this? And obviously, because I got it before him, I was like, well, yeah, mine was from October. When was yours? But we don't even make that joke anymore. But yeah, unironically bragging about the partner badge to each other was a joke we used to do because we were happy about it. We were proud about it. Never to people we don't know. We'd never go, look at this. King. Cool. Thank you, Val. Every time Nessie opens stream, he just laughs, says evil partner batch, and then ends stream again. Yeah, my friend and I did that when we were Pirate Legends. Yeah. Flexing between your friends is a whole different story. But, you know. God. All right, so the next topic is the Rare Barn visit. Now, let me get my links for this one. This one's not really drama. There's a chance, you know, this is currently in progress, this thing. Drop anchor, drop sails.
Sails. Drop the anchor, drop the sails. So I'm gonna...
I defer to your good judgment.
Drop the anchor, drop the sails. So I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. If you give me a second. Do you recognize these sails?
Yeah, I recognized it. I knew you were a rare employee.
Yeah, so maybe don't do that in front of a rare employee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drop the anchor, drop...
Maybe when I'm a 40-year-old woman, essentially harassing what sounds like a 14-year-old. What did he do? So there was an exploit back in Season 11 where the Skelly Fleet raid voyage... And it's funny because I think I kind of, unfortunately, was the guy who popularized this because I streamed me and NZ Goblin doing it for about 6 hours. Where with the Skeleton Fleet voyage, raid voyage, the final ship that spawned, you could go take the item off of it that you needed to sell like 50 of. We used to call them the hero item. It was the, like for Athena, it was the little coin that looked like a cookie. I used to call them Athena cookies. You could board the boat, take the cookie, bring it on your boat, sail half out of the like area, and then the boat would despawn and a new one would spawn with another bit of the loot. So you could endlessly grind as many of those, and I think what's their base rate? 15k? You could endlessly grind those items. And that was the best fucking way to get 500 levels in any company. I remember doing that. It was so fun. Yeah, 15k. Me and NZ Goblin, what's NZ Goblin doing now? He's streaming now. He's playing Dark and Darker. He always streams. We love NZ Goblin. Yeah, he doesn't really play SOT much, but yeah. And anyway, so this kid was doing, you could tell when someone was doing it because they'd be sitting right next to, is it North Star out Seapost? And she caught him doing it and she thought, oh, I'm about to own this little 10-year-old chud. And she tells her teammate to drop anchor, drop sails to show off the rare sails, which is funny. Her teammate just look back and she's like, you got to drop them. North Star, yeah. And then she just basically berates the kid, be like, yeah, you shouldn't be doing that in front of a rare employee. Later, she says game dev, which is like, Jotaro, you don't develop the game. You don't even develop the community. You hinder it. All right, turn my boat in the submarine. Nice. You didn't have to sail around. No. So there was a spot you could find. Yeah. Game dev? Yeah, game dev. I'm sorry, but community management isn't game dev. It's part of community development. Is that Jotaro? Yes. But it's not game dev. You aren't developing the game. You are developing the community, and you're doing it. That's right. Yeah, that's Jotaro. How does people not know what she's in videos and shit? She works at Rare. How many goblins are you friends with? Too many. She's not even game dev? No. Ego owner is crazy? Yep. And yeah, this is a condensed version of the video. Hang on, let me get the longer version. Give me a sec. This is the head community manager, by the way. This is the person who puts people like Bruno into the Boatswain thing.
Solo?
Do you need assistance?
Sounds cocky. This is the ego that I was talking about.
What is on the front?
Yeah, I just died and came from the ferry.
I'm all for protecting
I have 5 scrolls right here, and there's another one on wherever the Skelly ship
Yeah, so
went.
see how he has a bunch of these scrolls? Because he's doing the merchant version of it.
I will literally give you these and keep getting more. I'm just bored. I wanna
Oh,
do
don't do
something
that in
whether
front
I
of the
get
red
loot out of
dev.
it or not.
Don't do that in front of the rare dev.
Oh. You keep those. We will sink this Skelly Galley with you.
Well, the thing is, we're not supposed to sink it.
No, you
Whenever
are.
it
You are.
No, you are supposed to sink it.
Red dev? Yeah, she works at Rare.
I'm doing this.
She's not a dev, though.
Exploit sort of thing, where you sand it.
Now, once again, because some people will see this and go, well, yeah, she should do that. Okay, fair enough. She's berating a child over a bug in a game. It's not the child's fault if he's doing it. You're not supposed to do anything in the game. You can play however the fuck you want. Correct.
partnership.
the anchor, drop the sails.
Drop the anchor, drop the sails.
So
Oh,
I'm
the person-
gonna-
Who's the
First,
other
your
person?
good judgment.
I'm
be
drop the
another
anchor, drop the
scroll.
sails.
Look,
So I'm
she's
gonna
so-
let you in on a
I really don't like how keen she's like, oh, this kid's about to fucking get owned when he sees it, and then the person still hasn't dropped it. Tell she's not a real red dev because she's playing the game? Correct.
little secret.
Only in the secret.
If you give me a second. Do you recognize these sails?
Yeah, I recognized it. I knew you were a rare employee.
Yeah, so maybe don't do that in front of a rare employee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bit awkward.
Yeah, a bit awkward.
Mm-hmm.
No skilling. What are you doing? You're almost 40 and this kid's like almost 16, bro. What are we doing? Why are we being like this? Love, she said rare rep and not dev. That bet that cut dip. Yeah, partner is Britty Bear. Oh, okay. I don't know anything about Britty Bear. She's a rare dev and left a bug in the game. Seems like it's her fault. Yeah, I'd be like, oh, you're a dev? You want to fix this bug that I'm doing?
I couldn't tell because I know that this was the rare logo. I just couldn't tell if it was like
So funny.
from like an event or something.
No, you get these
I
when
just
you
haven't
work
seen
on Sea of
anything.
Thieves.
Oh, well, you get those sales when you work on Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
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 So, how about we let you sink the Skelly ship,
Okay.
and we don't sink you and take your scrolls.
Okay.
And you can go cash them in, and maybe play the game as it's supposed to be played.
Play of the game as it's supposed to be played. I don't remember there being something in the Sea of Thieves like rule book that said don't park your boat in a specific place that causes a skeleton ship to keep spawning and stealing the loot off of it. Spoilers, do you know how glitches are discovered? By people doing them by accident. People discovered this by accident. So then they're going to do it. Obviously it's spread and it's known that it's obviously not intentional. Don't get me fucking wrong. I'm not stupid. But to imply that, you know, this kid's in the wrong in any way, shape, or form is just embarrassing. The kid did nothing wrong. He's just playing fucking SOT. He's just simply getting loot in a way he knows is a bit cheeky, but guess what? Patch it out. Patch it out. Don't leave him alone. Or just sink him. Just sink him. How dare you build your sandcastle in the way I don't like? Don't abuse bugs we don't fix or test. Don't explode in front of red dev. Just, you know, yeah.
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 Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that.
Good idea.
Spoiler, you know how you fix
Exactly.
bugs, you need to find them.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Oh my god, I love you.
She showed the rare sales and the kid was like,
Oh my
wow.
god!
And-
No, you see this thing. Don't explain. Don't
Ugh.
don't explain to the red dev what you're doing,
No, not a dev.
please. Because I already know.
Oh, you already know. Then maybe you know that it's harmless.
It's upsetting.
It's upsetting. So funny the child's
my
now
God.
scared.
Ain't no way!
Safe travels.
You too, friend.
Oh, wholesome ending. Look at that.
You are a saint.
Like, I know damn well he's gonna go do it on another server, but
Yeah, so why even?
let him keep his 4 scrolls.
Yeah, it's 6. It's not your job to break people's job to report it, then move the fuck on. Fix
Oh
the problem
my
they've
god.
fixed.
I'm happy for him to keep his scrolls, like, but I will always take an opportunity to be like, maybe don't do that.
Why? Why would you want to be snarky? I will always take an opportunity to be snarky. Now, I know there's some irony. I'm doing a rant right now, but
I'm not inviting Caden. Right, let's not
You
get
know,
Caden to break
I'm
down
glad you
at
said something. I
11:30.
almost harpooned all those right
better
off
better
the
than why
front.
you threatened sinking them and taking them? Because,
I mean, we can
because
still do that.
You're taking those.
this wasn't Rob
There's
Raven.
an
He
exploit
just
with the
aimless
Skelly
spawn
fleet,
camped.
unfortunately, that allows you to get multiple of the high value item in that Skelly fleet.
Rob Raven.
So yeah, Rob Raven's autistic.
Thank you for the sub, Gene.
To collect my right now.
Shout out to Rob. What a guy. Okay, cool. So anyway, I just love that edit. No hate against Rob. It's just funny. Do you want the Spammels exploit clip to prove? Oh yeah. Send me that real quick, Megan. Damn, I should want to get diagnosed as autistic. Dude, you got it. Okay, if anyone here isn't already diagnosed as autistic, which one person probably, definitely make like an announcement with like a proper like fucking crazy intro for it. That's the best way to do it. Send it to your friends. Now, speaking of rare devs and not caring about shit, ignore this. This is just Puff. She's not a rare dev. But this person here, Spammels, partner legend, by the way, even though he's never met the goals for it, is doing an exploit to purchase infinite supplies. And over here, no, that's Happy Kraken. I forget who he's playing with, but this was on a rare official stream, wasn't it? Oh, this is on Puff stream. What was the rest of the context? Was he playing with a rare dev at this point, or I forget the exact thing. But basically, SOT partner legend. Oh no, he wasn't on their crew. No shit. Hang on. Brain thinky. Puff and Kraken are on a crew. They're partners. SOT partners. Spammels was playing with a rare dev in that server. They caught him doing the exploit to buy infinite supplies. Yeah, he was on a crew with a dev. Sorry, white name completely confused me till she killed him. Basically, Spammels was doing an exploit that, rare dev on his crew should have said, oh, don't do that. Don't give yourself infinite supplies. No. But he kept doing it because he's not a very good person. But unfortunately, you can't pay his rent anymore. So, sorry, guys. Cool. I can go get rig diagnosis. It's been a while. Do it. Get my ADHD diagnosis. Do that. Yeah. W Coco. What is sad callouts like yours usually end with silencing you? You put your partnership online at the moment. It's disheartening that nobody oversees it. It's not some random company. They're under Microsoft after all. Yep. Tell me red devs play with cheaters. I mean, people call exploits cheats. That was an exploit. You know, I wouldn't consider it a cheat, but hey, I'm not the guy who decides that. I'm the guy who understands it. But yeah. Okay. So then the next thing of the rant we've got is the rare barn visit. So I know it was like half an hour ago I was supposed to get to this. This is not that exciting. It's just kind of a thing. Where is it? It's here. This is just interesting. Red Dev gave me fireworks one time to spam an hourglass. I'm the enemy. Damn. Anything that isn't selling castaway chests is cheating. That's true. More upset about exploits than cheaters. So a selection of Sea of Thieves partners and affiliate alliance members have arrived at Rare today to spend 2 days putting custom seas through their paces, coming up with game types and delivering feedback directly to the team. Hopefully, it's not just back-to-back TDM. And so we've got the Beard Brothers. We've got Leotor. Something I noticed about this, which I might be wrong on this. So see this camera here with the mic, and see this camera here with the mic. See this camera here with the mic. Is this just them planning to make a trailer to advertise custom Cs and have the fucking streamer in the corner going, oh my god, bro! We were playing fucking hide the keg and they found the keg and blew us up. Is that what this is? Are we getting a fucking really cringe trailer? Or is this just for them to have their own footage? Did they downscale? Yeah. No way Spam will get gold bone lightly. Yeah. Stop sign. What stop sign? Yeah, Toxie was there. A bunch of people were there. There's been a shitload of posts. Like we've got, another opportunity to get my hands on, provide feedback to a game close to my heart. So Beardley went. Fucking have the script on the laptop. Hang on. Hang on. What is this? What is this? That is a really good spot there, Val. What is this? Hang on, let's see the other screenshots if we can. Could be feedback. No, yeah, I don't know. There is a QR code there. Main developer DeepSeek GT. Java's analysis. A person that custom servers are only going to be used by content creators. Okay, so if I guess I don't think I've really. I guess it was in one rant, but so here's my opinion on custom Cs. I think custom Cs would be really good for me as a content creator. It'd be really good for you as my audience because we can just fuck around whenever we want. I don't think, and I've said this before, I don't think it'll be good for the general player unless there's a server browser because for the most part, it doesn't add to the adventure mode sandbox. It's obviously better than an empty season like this season, but it really if it doesn't have a server browser, it's next to useless in my opinion. Like I've spoken to Toxie about it a bunch and she said well, yeah, no, what brings people to games? Seeing shit like this, seeing trailer or seeing, a YouTube video uploaded where it's 20 people who are all namers in the community like GTA and shit, but for SOT, and they're doing silly game modes, Minecraft, SMP, that shit, and that'll make people watch and go, fuck, I want to take a part in this. And then my rebuttal to that is, how are they going to take part in it? If you aren't a person who watches streams live or just has any time of the day to track a schedule when a streamer says, "Oh, I'm running prop hunt." How the fuck are you going to play this? Watching is good too. Don't worry. Watching is important. View time, like SOT, when in their inception, they said, we want a game where viewers are just as important as the players, which is a really interesting thing. But how are those viewers going to play this content without, what my thoughts are, which I hope this is proven. I always say I hope I'm proven wrong. Most average players will jump on for custom Cs a couple times to fuck around with their friends, and they go, well, I don't have 22 other people to play with, so I'm just going to go back to Adventure. SOT Chaos mod, yeah. It'll be good for me and my friends make stuff we're willing to learn it even without a pre-built UI, but we are the majority. Yeah, exactly. Like, the majority, I think it doesn't help. Obviously, it's going to lead to great content. Like, obviously, people say the Captain Squiddy thing, good for that, but is it good for you? That's my question. Well, 30 kegs at once was fun, but... Yeah, no, exactly. That's my thought, in which... I don't think it's a bad thing, but, the whole season is focused on custom Cs, and it's like, all right, you need to act hard and fast to feedback to make sure it's good. Is a once thing? Yeah, for most people, unfortunately, yeah. I'm going to use it for cinematic shots for YouTube videos, yeah, which is cool, right? It's like, yeah, it's cool, everyone has those tools, but 90 days of focus strictly on this, which is, when I say 90 days, I mean next season. I don't know, man. Like, I know Rare made a profit in the last financial thing. They made almost £1 million. So good. That's good. That keeps the game alive. But, like, what are we doing? Yeah. And yeah, so Beardley, what is this? Oh, are you able to talk about everything you saw on a stream and a video? Is that on NDA? Who knows? I don't see the reply because I've got his fucking tweets muted. He says, soon, we have another day tomorrow. That was his reply. We've got... Happy to have been invited to this, being able to help shape the future of the game with knowledge and experience running events throughout the years. Can't wait to see where custom Cs continue to grow, because obviously people from AA, Affiliate Alliance, they'll get the most out of this because they'll run their events. Just two boys having their dreams come true. It's a real honor to be invited to Rare's HQ to help pave the way for custom servers. Many years of creating community events. So it's another AA person, which is like, yep, get them in there. Status hidden, deleted his tweet. Divin Inc. says, going to be part of this by far when the cool things happen. What an awesome opportunity. And then what's this? It's Wonder Phil says, thumbs up. And then we've got, why weren't you invited? I missed my idea. I declined. We've got this guy who says he was there. We've got... Feels so lucky to be a part of this amazing group of people working together on Sea Thieves. Nightmare Blunt Rotation Bus. Toxie was there. And Toxie also said, what did she say? She says, I play Sea Thieves with Money Gang. Sorry, my feedback's now irrelevant. I don't get that reference. She says, I just want to say everything that I and everyone else here has talked about has been about custom Cs landing and the way the general player base can get behind. The tools are cool for creator, but if they don't land with the average player, then they're worthless, which I agree with. Yeah. That's the Rare Barn invite. I don't know. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it leads to good things. Is Toxie problematic? No. Just Toxie. The only thing about this that I'm like, okay, is these people are here for the season that comes out in a month. Custom Cs starts, and we know that they said season 20 will not have the 3-act structure. It'll just be a flowing season for 90 days. They're asking for feedback now, a month out from release, and they said they'll be working on custom Cs throughout those 90 days. So during that time, they'll keep updating it and shit. Why didn't you do this 2 months ago? That's my question. Why weren't you doing this at the release of this season? If this season has no content, which it doesn't, yes, we're getting Last Ship Standing on Thursday. But like, what are we doing? You got clipped by Toxie the other day in EU servers. Lovely. Damn. I think custom Cs are nothing but positive, and it shouldn't be the standout feature and update. It's not well, that's the thing, right, Green? Everything about custom Cs is great. We're about to enter the 3rd month of the nothing season with, sure, we're getting Last Ship Standing, we got Build Drought Weekenders, but it's not really anything, guys. And then we're going to have another 90 days of, well, if you want to go play the custom game, which we will. I'll be, God, do you know how good it'll be whenever I get bored on stream? I go, let's just go fuck around and do a fucking 10-man sloop battle where both sloops have 10 men. We'll do that. We'll have everyone will be fucking lagging because you'll be on my OCE servers and it'll be fun. We'll have fun with that. But to what end? When will we stop having fun? It's kind of like this Chinese content creator warehouse where they're all grifting on TikTok. Oh yeah, where they get like the fake like plane seat shit. Okay, and then the final thing is where the real rant begins. So, what do y'all know about a Plunderpass? So if you remember, I'm from Sydney, so let's go. Oh, hell yeah, yeah. And I'll just do like open invites for them. I'll just show the code on screen. But for most of them, I'll show the code on screen. For some of them, I'll obviously be like, well, we'll do a private one with certain people and then that. So herein lies the rub. Now let me go find the podcast real quick because we need to reference that. Sea of Thieves podcast. Yo, Sea of the Ives podcast. Yo, everyone watch this. We really need to record another fucking episode. So, Plunderpass. A cringe reading Plunderpass forum post? Yeah. So, this isn't even the right fucking thing. Blah, 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 blah. It's the community direct. Community direct. That's what I'm looking
Anything left over as well. We're gonna
shut up! It's a community direct. Community direct. There it is. What up, Mixer? Did you finish Fire Red from the other day? No, fuck no. I'm barely in it, dude. I'll keep playing it on stream. I finished Let's Go Eevee. That's fun. So the new Plunderpass. Where is it? Where is it? Oh fuck. Transcript. Plunder. Controller. Transcript. Just show me the full transcript, you piece of shit. What do you mean no results found? It's the whole goddamn script. There we go. Plunder. Fuck. 12:59. Thank you, Mixel. Jesus Christ. 12:59. I was just looking for the. Oh, yep, there, and there it is. Okay.
So not only are we overhauling.
Rewind.
To that.
Yeah, so our next iteration of the season pass will be going live in season 20, and we've worked really hard to try and evolve our season pass into a much more rewarding and clear experience. So not only are we overhauling the UI so that you'll kind of move through these tiers of unlocks as you go through, but also the way that you relate to earning renown. We're trying to really simplify that and make that feel a lot more meaningful for players, so it's much clearer what you do to move through the season pass. In terms of the actual rewards that you unlock as well, we're introducing a new set of not only playable rewards in the form of limited voyages that you can earn, but some of those previously locked in the Emporium items are going to be items that players can choose each time you get to one of those tiers of unlock as part of progressing through for free in the season pass.
And we've got the star prize.
And of course, at the very end of all of that, there is the Star Prize, which is our new super high quality, super special item that we can't wait to be able to share with people.
I think it's been good to reflect on the season pass and the quality of rewards that we're giving to players. I think the approach here has been to have less filler, I would say, in the season pass and make sure that all of the rewards are going to be seen as desirable by our players.
Desirable rewards.
You know, as you mentioned, from having the Star Prize there as that ultimate end prize at the end of the track, to having the playable rewards, to having the Emporium returning cosmetics. I think overall should feel like a more compelling offering to players each season.
And I will say, I have seen the Star Prize in our art reviews, and I remember seeing it and thinking, oh my goodness, I've not seen anything like that as a cosmetic reward in Sea of Thieves before, so I think players will be really excited for it, especially if we can show it right now.
Here's the Star Prize for next season. It's an animated sword.
So right now we are kind of in.
So that's the Star Prize. I think it's cool. I'm so okay with the sloppification of the game. That's fine. The grappler, the build up to it being a fucking sword was so funny. Yeah. Problem with me is I don't use sword anymore unless I'm dealing with a galleon or a like swabby brig. Want the spatula? I think you can just buy it, right? But yeah, so that's the Star Prize. It's cool. It's fine, and it means we are gonna end up in a couple seasons having the most over the top, stupid fucking animated shit, and that's fine. That's fine. Or you're on High Ping. High Ping, yes. High Ping I will use sword. Especially when I go to China and I meet High Ping himself. You can. I thought it was an old Plunderpass thing. Yeah, they added old... What? Old Plunderpass stuff is always purchasable. Star Prize lag? Yeah. No more slop? Yeah. I feel like they're going to slop it up. But anyway, so that's the information we had until last night. And now if I duck down, you can already see some sentiment being formed, some sediment. I haven't read this other than one thing. So let's go have a look. Let's go to the very start and let's go have a look. I know some about it, Mixel, but I've only had a quick. So, now remember that does say crud humor down the bottom left. Developer update, new season pass and season pass premium tier. Well, inside of season 20 introduces, we don't need to care about that. What is new in the season pass? Season pass and season pass premium tier is a new and exciting reimagining of the existing Plunderpass. Its goal is to ensure a wealth of quality rewards that feel like worthwhile achievements to reach along your journey through a season. The pass culminates in a star prize item, which is desirable to even the most esteemed cosmetic collectors. Alongside this, we are rebalancing and simplifying the way in which you earn renown throughout a season. This is to ensure that your time and effort feel meaningful and are rewarded for clearer player-directed actions, rather than through passive actions. Now, I will say, we always talk about how the Plunderpass is so easy to level because you don't even have to do anything. By making these changes, we hope to ensure that progressing your season pass feels engaging and not something that feels like it just happens in the background. Fair enough, that's nothing wrong with that. Like, whenever it's the end of the season and people come into my chat and they're like, how do I finish the season pass? I've only got a week left. And it's like, bro, just fucking sell a chest. How are you able to move your eyebrows like that? Well, like that, it's just pretty easy. I'm a millennial. What's the next? They play ads halfway into Skullfoy, don't pay. Did I miss a Wild's base game playthrough? No, I didn't. I played it off stream with my housemate. I played one thing of the demo on stream and that was it. But I've still got a lot left to do in it. Like I've beaten the base game, but I haven't played any of the updates. I'm waiting until the DLC. So I think what they've said so far, that's great because they need to fix that shit. Progression. We have reduced the overall number of levels. So the experience moves from having 100 smaller and less impactful levels to 50 more meaningful moments of reward. Okay. Rewards will continue to be earnable for each individual level all the way up to renown level 50, but levels now presented to you in more bite-sized stages format. Okay, that relates to the image we saw where there's like the little cards. Each stage will be made up of 5 levels and we'll start with a simple currency reward before building up to high-value cosmetics. The idea behind this is to give season pass progression more structure and to provide a sense of achievement and closure, even for players who weren't able to complete the pass but still managed to complete several stages. Okay. We hope that by separating out your progress this way, you'll be able to pace your play sessions more effectively and be able to enjoy the meaningful peaks of progress as you move through the pass. The tighter, more condensed format also enables us to more effectively distribute our own resources, ensuring that we're better able to support seasonal rewards, the Pirate Emporium, and Outpost stores more fairly each month. Okay. Are we getting 30 cosmetics in the Outpost every month alongside the 30 cosmetics that go into the Emporium each month? Just answer that question, SOT, because that's the problem. We all know this. We've all complained about this. You add 10% of what gets added to the Emporium to the Outpost every month, and it's shit. And you've said you'll address it and that you'll do something about it. We'll see. Earning renown. In the original renown system, many different actions would award renown, from quite passive activities such as simply sailing, to more active actions like completing voyages. This contributed to the feedback that players didn't understand how to progress their season pass specifically, and the whole experience felt passive, with progress just happening, rather than being something you can actively engage with outside of deeds. For the most experienced players, there were routes to stack renown in unintended ways, meaning the pass had a huge variation in time taken to complete, depending on your intricate knowledge of these soft exploits. Okay, so soft exploits is new. That's some new terminology. They're just talking about fucking loot stacking. Efficiently loot stacking. Can't wait for more singular color ship cosmetics. Nah, they're done with those apparently. When you earn renown. Wait, did I skip a thing? Yeah, I did. To create a more satisfying feel of leveling up your pass alongside a more consistent experience across the board, you can now only earn renown for more deliberate and meaningful actions, like completing voyages, selling treasure, or catching fish. Okay. You can no longer earn it for fast repeating actions like killing individual fandoms at a seafort or passive activities like simply sailing. Fair. When you earn renown, you will now see a small UI indicator that actually shows how much progress you just earned towards the next level as a circle, just like when you earn trading company rep. That's good. That's actually really good because you have to manually check. This means you can you can directly understand how much an action has impacted your season pass. Okay. The renown gains from those things were so small though. It was. Hey, hang on, fuckers. You remove the fucking deeds that told us, hey, do all the tall tales, hey, do the sunken curse, hey, do the fucking treasures, hey, do a fucking veil. That's true. We used to have daily, weekly, and monthly deeds. I don't know if they're still in the game. No. So with, I think it was 2 seasons ago, they got rid of deeds. Now there's the season deeds, which are in the season tab on the far left. And those are very specific actions each act. And it's, yeah, different. Does stealing count as an important item? No, selling it does, but not stealing. What should be the most hurtful color to man? Neon pink, that's all. No shading or anything. Neon pink, that's a flashlight? Yeah. We're going to use Deezer to hear what level I am. That's a good question. Rewards. As mentioned above, season rewards will now be split in 10 stages, each of which grants a variety of different prizes at each level. These include currency in the form of doubloons, which have been increased to a total of 425 per season. Cosmetics, and a choice of voyage rewards, building up the final rewards of each stage. A cosmetic choice. Some levels of the Season Pass will present players with a choice of possible rewards, including cosmetics and voyages. This is to create a more focused value that is better fitted to each individual and give them more options in choosing rewards that will suit their personal cosmetic tastes and playstyles. I don't want to do a voyage. Unless I need gold, and I don't need gold. The main features of these selections are cosmetic choices at the end of each stage. These give the players the opportunity to select between 3 different items taken directly from the Pirate Emporium. Okay. It'll be the shithead sets. The items, where the fuck? The items available will be chosen from sets that are currently rotated out of stock, giving players a chance to pick them up and show them off when they're otherwise unavailable. Okay, here's a prediction. Write this down. I feel like the curses that are currently not in the Emporium, the 2 cement curses and lightning curse, I feel like they'll always be in there. I feel like that'll be how you get them now. Why 425? Not for a Duke item. Should be 1,000. Gets worse and worse. So far, this isn't so bad. That part, I'm kind of... Because I don't care about a partial Emporium reward. Having said that, I have said in the past, a smart way to get people spending money in the Emporium would be to add partial Emporium sets to commendations. So that way people can then be like, well, I've got half the ship set. I might as well go to the Emporium and buy the rest. I have said that. It's going to be the least sold Emporium items. Correct. Players will have also have opportunities to select between different voyage rewards. These selections will be designed to cover a range of different needs within the sandbox. Early in the past, they served to boost resources and supplies aimed at setting up for your next big adventure, but they're limited. Who cares? Later in your seasonal progression, the voyage options will shift more to more lucrative alternatives that will not only boost your reputation with the trading companies, but also offer big payouts if you succeed. I mean, that's good for everyone but me. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Like, it doesn't help me, but that's good. So we can buy the Pirate Emporium sets as a whole that are discounted because you own individual items as a set. Even if you own 99% of the items. Emporium curses are so awful. Why didn't they make a way to earn them like Legend Curse? Well, they're no longer adding curses to the Emporium anymore. So, players will find that rewards made in prior seasons, such as the clothing set, unique items, and season collectibles, have now been replaced with these playable voyages. Emporium cosmetics and unique star prize. While the Season Pass does offer fewer individual items than before, this time is now being spent by the team delivering new items regularly into the outpost gold stores and black markets. An area we've frequently received feedback to have been underserved. Okay, so we're getting less rewards cosmetic-wise, so they can add cosmetics to the outpost instead of adding them to the Plunderpass. So we're getting the same amount of cosmetics, just not in the... Thought they were different teams though? Haha, yeah, I thought they were different teams. Hang on, so I can get this right. The implication is you get less, like, okay, numbers of cosmetic rewards, but those rewards will just instead be purchasable. Is it the same price as well? I will see. This isn't making a difference then. Okay, if there's 15 earnable cosmetic items in the Plunder Pass, in the free Plunder Pass, and instead now there's 5, but there's 10 items in the outpost. That's not different. That's the exact same thing. Not really, no. What does this mean? Does this mean that nothing is really changing? I don't get what that means. Okay. While the Season Pass offers fewer individual items than before, the time is now being spent by the team delivering new items regularly into the outpost, and that's it? How does this fix the issue? It just means there's no FOMO? Does it though? I mean, it just means they're doing the exact same amount of work, except they're putting some of the shit in the black market, which makes it harder Does it just offer more gold or what? Yeah, no, that has thrown me for a loop because that just seems like they've said a lot of words to say everything's the same, just slightly different way. Same as it ever was. The same as it ever was. Wait, I can do it. The same as it ever was. Letting the days go. No, we're not singing. All right. It's the same shit in green. It's red. Yeah, regardless of this choice, all cosmetics must now be claimed through the Season Pass UI, and players will receive a notification when they've unlocked something new. That won't work properly. This will culminate in the Star Prize, and will allow players to return to the past to unlock anything they have not yet claimed. Fair. Star Prize. Woo! Woo! The Star Prize unique item is only obtainable from the final level of the Season Pass, level 50 now. It's available to all players, whether they've bought a Season Pass, Premium tier or not. What about Pirate Legends? And will mark completion of a player's journey through a season. What makes these stand out is a one-of-a-kind flavor these bring, starting with the Greed's Reach Cutlass, a grisly animated sword. This visually represents the gilded arm of the Gold Hoarder. Woo! Star Prize, Star Prize, Star Prize, Star Prize, Star Prize. How much oopsie have I missed? All of it. It's actually pretty on point. Mm-hmm. Same piss, different smell. Yeah, this is weird. What is Season Pass Premium Tier? Season Pass Premium Tier is a new paid track that replaces the existing Plunderpass and can be purchased for ancient coins. It unlocks access to a selection of enticing, valuable, and beneficial rewards that will help you on your journey through the pass. The Season Pass Premium Tier will be available for 1,000 ancient coins, so it costs one more coin now, which will be able to be earned back as you progress through the pass. Okay, hang on. That's good. You get it back. Fortnite doesn't even do that anymore. So I can't be too mad about that. If you get 1,000 ancient coins back from it, that means you never have to pay. That means you pay for one Plunderpass ever, and technically they fund themselves. I'm not mad about that part. That's cool. Think they will put the Season Pass in the ship in the gold shop? Yeah. I forgot the breakup between Squirrel Cosmetics and Black Market. I'm starting to be one set breakup in Black Market shop Season Pass. Yeah. Fortnite doesn't do that anymore. Fortnite, you can earn back fucking V-Bucks, but not enough to buy another Battle Pass. I was getting a lot of Star Prize in elementary school. Why are they in SOT, bro? I might be wrong. Premium tier, high value currency. Players of the premium tier will be able to earn 1,000 ancient coins as they progress, which are now exclusively available in the premium tier. Players with access will be able to earn these and choose whether to spend them in the Pirate Emporium or reinvest in future premium tier access. Yep. The ancient coins that were formerly available in the free seasonal renown track have been replaced with increased doubloons for players that spend at the Build Wrap Black Market or Duke's exclusive wares. Okay, I mean, this affects people. This doesn't affect me because I'm an adult and I can pay for things. This affects kids and people who don't have jobs, which is not good. I'm not saying that's good. Fortnite costs 800, gives 800 back. Wait, does it? Fuck, I don't even. Oh no, they used to give more back. That's it, Zach. Sorry, I'm stupid. I'm a Fortnite fucking baby. Use code Crudmaster in Fortnite, please. Okay. That's something. So the premium pass is an entirely different pass. So the premium, I mean, we're reading what the premium tier is now. I'm Spider-Man. I heard Spider-Man was there. Ship cosmetics. A full new ship set including cannon flare, collector's figurehead, collector sales will also be available through premium tier. Renown boosts. Here it is. On top of what was already on offer, players who have opted into the premium tier will also be granted accelerated progression in the season pass. Yep, we actually saw hints of that in that previous video with the screenshot. It says like premium boost active. This grants a multiplier to the renown they can earn on their journey, saving them in the long run, allowing them to progress more quickly towards a prestigious Star Prize. What up, Lico? How's it going? The goal here is to allow players to choose a smoother path while engaging with the core of Sea of Thieves gameplay. Okay. Premium tier, renown level skips. Okay. From listening to your feedback, we understand that every individual has their own unique schedule. So why do you do Build Rat Weekenders? Why do you have a weekend-only event once a month? Well, if people have their own schedules, how are they supposed to do the weekender if they can't play that weekend? They may find it difficult to commit the time every season if they want to get their hands on the pass rewards and climb towards Star Prize. With the onset of will now be monthly. With the onset of the new season pass, players will be able to purchase a limited number of level skips in exchange for ancient coins. If you spend ancient coins to skip levels in the Plunderpass, I don't have a joke I can make that's appropriate. You're going to die in Minecraft. That's all I'll say. That was their takeaway from that feedback, but Weekender returns, anything for money. Yeah. If you are spending ancient coins to fucking turbo your Sea of Thieves Battle Pass, you're a grub. You're a grub. You're a little grub. Crud, you need to remember they do what fits them, not us. Yeah, give us money to not play the game. Yeah. Like, I understand it in the 200 tier, 200 level fucking Fortnite Battle Pass. What are you doing? You don't, okay, and people will rebut this. They'll say, but Crud, you get ancient skeletons. No, you don't. No, you don't get ancient skeletons. What post is that? I'll link it. You don't get ancient skeletons. You get one every maybe month or so that gives you 100 ancient coins if you're lucky. You get 3 and you get banned? Correct. Like I see this a lot because back when I got into SOT in 2021, there was an article, and I always mention this. It was like, Sea of Thieves is an example of freemium gone right with, sorry, not freemium. Is an example of monetization done right because you can earn cosmetics in-game. You don't actually have to buy them. And you get free fucking, you get free currency from ancient skeletons. No, you don't. I'm here for the free Boatswain drops. I'm helpful and friendly. Dude, you sound so helpful and so friendly, dude. You would never shit talk in a fucking practice. Big Mom says, hi, chat and hi, crowd. Also, why do you watch this? It seems boring. Hey, I get free dog-ass cannon flare for free and I'd be as well spending $50 fishing for past day one. Mm-hmm. So the premium level up faster and get the ancient coins, but you can also buy levels. Oh, yeah, you can only buy these if you have paid for it. Crowd, if people don't believe this is pay to wins, this is starting the framework of more of it. Yeah. 2 a year, I would never shit talk. Well, then you can't be Boatswain. I'm sorry, bro. I want to play less SOT, pay us now. So I can't believe Ancient Skelly costs base for service and I think, yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I mean, you guys see every time I get Ancient Skelly, which I feel like I'd say I'd get one a month. I'm on fucking 889 ancient coins. Like, who was the goat banned for getting 2 ancient skellies? So, 2 years ago, I feel like it was, maybe 1 year and a half. Sponge, CV's partner Sponge, good friend of mine, he got a temporary ban because he got 3 ancient skellies within 2 hours. As soon as he killed the 3rd one, he got grandpa bearded, and then that was a yellow beard. And then he was like, what the fuck? And then they were like, yeah, we've put a temporary suspension on your account while we investigate some irregularities with your ancient coin balance. And he was like, okay. I think in total he earned 338 ancient skellies. You've gotten 3 in the last 19 days? Nice. How much coins did you get? And then after 48 or so hours, they unbanned him and they said, we've removed the ban from your account. Everything was all good. He lost the ancient coins. So Sponge lost a full weekend of playing SOT, which I believe he had scheduled like some sailing thing on his stream for that weekend. He lost a full weekend of Sea of Thieves when he was streaming a lot before he had his YouTube channel. And when, you know, if Sponge was on, you were watching. Because he accidentally got too many ancient coins. Or too many ancient skellies. Are you number 1 on the SOT topic page because live stream show up first for some reason? Oh, on YouTube? Oh, that's cool. I haven't even set the category because I can't be bothered doing it every time. What will quickly revitalize the game, for example, is the chest lucky to 150 ancient coins? No, the game will be revitalized if they dropped Xbox One support, increases server architecture, and added 10 boats per server. On a tight schedule, buy the build route weekend and completion pass. I'd fucking do that. I could understand buying levels in Fortnite, but SOT? Yeah, no. This game back didn't even know Sponge had been banned. Well, he was only banned for 48 hours. This was almost 2 years ago at this point. Like, there's an event where they guaranteed 10,000 ancient skellies points for the whole day and I never got one. Yeah, and then remember what their response to that was? They said, whoops, we gave out too many ancient skellies and they capped it next time. That was so fucking funny. Hang on, let me find the tweet. Let me see if I can find the tweet. Let me go to Sponge's Twitter. Let me search ancient. There it is. Yeah. So this was February 19th, 2024. So it was 2 years ago. FYI, if you ever get 3 ancient skellies in one session in Sea of Thieves, do not kill the 3rd. You'll also automatically get yellow bearded 5 minutes later. Oh, there, I'm Sponge. Thanks for your patience while we investigate your request. Your account was suspended due to some abnormal activity detected with regard to your ancient coin balance. You'll be notified of the result of the investigation upon its conclusion. If you have any information regarding this to assist with our investigation, please let us know. I'll pass this on to the security team for further review. $4, and I say $4 lost equals 10 ban while we locate the funds. Sponge killed 3 ancient skeletons in one session within 2 hours, and they gave him a fucking weekend-long ban. That was cool. That was really cool. And then, yeah, he's getting punished. Didn't you have a yellow beer before? It ought to have been happened due to ancient skulls. It was wiped from my account. They realized it was a mistake. Hey, Crud, sorry to bother you like this in chat, but we need your help somehow. A cabin boy from our cabin boy has been unfairly banned. We played with him for almost 2,000 hours, and he was banned one day when he had a load of rubber banding and it was teleporting backward and forward. We appealed when his account was suspended for 3 days. They told us there was no active block. Then after an hour or so, banned permanent block. We appealed again, and they said he was banned for cheating, hacking, manipulating the network. Do you have footage of you playing with him during that time? What up, Goose? I remember that event. I didn't have internet at home at the time, so I used mobile data to play. I got like 4K entry codes half an hour. I got none. I didn't play much that weekend. So delete the coins from this last skeleton or all of them? I believe Sponge would need to like confirm this. I believe he lost all of the ancient coins. Don't think Crud can help. I mean, I don't think I really can help, unfortunately. It's like, I don't know how I would help anyone get unbanned. Yeah. Don't fuck with the Ancient Coin Revenue Agency. They took his legit coins. They've learned nothing, it seems. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he didn't get the coins back. He'd need to confirm. Okay, back to this. So you can purchase a limited number of level skips in exchange for ancient coins to help them complete their passes. While we're adding level skips for convenience, we still expect players to invest a meaningful amount of time engaging the season pass. Because of this, skips are limited to a maximum of 10 per season. Who cares? This aims to give everyone freedom of choice in how to invest their time and allow them to still feel rewarded by unlocking rewards that feel right for them. Yo, freedom of choice of how to invest your time? What about if you're not free the weekend, the build drop weekend, or is that month? What about that? How do I invest my time there? Like, are you giving me freedom of choice, or are you forcing me to play during that build drop weekend if I want to join, if I want to get doubloons? And you could say, yeah, I could get doubloons from getting Reaper chests, but how the fuck am I going to get Reaper chests? And if I get them, they're going to sell for 10 or 25? That's not enough doubloons, bro. That's not very respectful of my time at all. Back off. Nothing is recorded. We play in safer seas almost 100% time. I really don't know, bro. I don't know how you would solve that. Don't understand anything you were saying. Good. Would there be a way of immediately refunding the purchase, I wonder? No, because you would be spending ancient coins. Unless it was a Microsoft product. What the fuck? Unless it was a Microsoft product, no, you wouldn't be able to refund it. Time savers is EA Ubisoft speaking. It's disgusting. Yep. Hit me out. Give doubloons for logging in. Easy numbers. Yes. This aims to give everyone freedom of choice in how to invest their time and allow them to still feel rewarded by unlocking the rewards that feel right for them. Please keep an eye on insiders updates relating to the season pass. I look forward to hearing your feedback. Okay, guys, before I do this, I'm going to go take a piss. But I want you in chat, and you already know the answer to this, to say whether or not you think it's going to be positive or negative responses. Be right back. All right, what did everyone say? What did we say? Negative, negative, and positive. This will be negatively received. Positive, negative, no doubt, positive. I think I saw on Twitter it's all negative. Oh, Inside's forum will remember this. This is a forum, it'll be positive. Swabby's dog pile inside. I think it'll have a positive impact on all those who hate jumping on a trend. So basically, forget the kid getting his account back, right? Celeberry, I genuinely don't know how you'd be able to get it back. Like, I've never seen that type of shit get overturned. I'm sorry, bro. Custom season content, I can smell the we miss marks from here. Yo, what up, Vic? Taking the washing out dryer after. Hey, fuck off. Okay. The pause is okay, but the whole time savers, yeah, like I said, if you're actually using the time savers, brother, you ain't human, dog. All right. Okay. Let me just... Okay, sweet. So, how could it be a negative response? They gave me a new avenue to spend my real money. Yeah. What program you use for those notes? That's just Notepad. Cheers, crud. Have a good rest of stream. See you, Moldy. All right. Toby Echoes up. Now, I have mentioned this guy before because he means well, but every single forum post, every single insider forum post, he is usually the first person to reply, and I don't think he provides the best feedback. It's usually got a lot of spelling mistakes. Like, he spells commendations, and sometimes he's really hard to follow. But I respect him for keeping up the grind. It's really funny. Here's the first comment. What are we talking about now? Plunderpass change. Toes my goatee has no clue on what he's saying, though. Yeah, no, like, you've seen him too, Hale. He's always there, but God, he just kind of is just typing shit. What up, Chaos? Okay, so the pass is just worse then. Well, I'm glad there isn't multiple tiers to the season pass as previously feared. Level skips are fine, whatever. No, they're a bad precedent. I saw the forums, but he'd be writing shit in them? Yep. I've been seeing his posts for years and being like, what are you saying? It seems we've gutted the good new earnables, so the earnable situation actually hasn't gotten better, then has it? Correct? Okay, he's cooking. If you want new stuff, it's just 1-star prize and the paid set, which now doesn't include the 3 clothing pieces we were getting. So that's a downgrade. If I'm understanding this correctly, the only earnables for free is the star prize and some important items that are part of random sets. This doesn't sound like a good change. Yes, the Duke Shop and Gold Shop need improving, but we need a boost in earnables to match the Emporium, not cutting from one to shove into the other. Correct? This is yet another downgrade. I'm excited for the Gold Hoarder arm, but the fact I can only get actioned coins from the paid one now also sucks. That does suck. And seeming earnables have been low this past season, and next season just currently looks like Gold Shop. This isn't good enough. You say it offers less, but it offers much less. Only one new one for free pass is bad. Just bad. Do better. Okay. He cooked. Did you use fabric softener or was it Kelly? No. This is the best I've seen him cook. He made the spelling mistakes, but he was on the beat. What up, John Video Games? Some levels season pass will present players with possible rewards to create more focus. This is nonsense. Fallout 76 did the exact same thing. They replaced the old battle pass with a new version and unlock pages of items to choose from and acted like it gives the player more freedom and choice, but it's only illusion of choice and ultimately leading to have to spend more time to unlock less items. And since you're removing ways of earning renown, it seems to be going the same direction. Yep. One of the PL rewards boss. That's what I said. Is he dyslexic? I feel like he's young. I just feel like he's a kid. Even though you can't be on the insider forums if you're under 18, but they don't check. I feel like he's just a kid. Or he might just be English as a second language. But he has posted thousands of times. How many posts do you have on the forums, Toad? 1.4k posts. 476 has a battle pass. Legitimately played for 2 months after coming out. Damn, the spelling looks like Rakai talking about gibberish. Spells like dyslexic. Oh, maybe he's dyslexic then. Does Rare actually benefit from these updates financially? They create a limited time slop. I don't get how they're blinding you. I mean, they made £900,000 last year, or last report. So, making money somewhere. Cookie Lord. I agree this is just giving us less and telling us more. Listening to feedback of players having limited availability by giving them more ways to give you money is just plain greedy and absurd. Don't be absurd. Just do what Halo Infinite did, and make all these passes available all times to players to select which one they like to work towards at their own time. Feedback. Do not implement this system. It is worse than the one we have currently. I mean, he's right. It's having the ability to just, to lock in a season pass and do it at your own free will is what they should do. That's what they should do. Yeah, so Celebrate, I don't even know who you'd go to about that. Like, without any kind of proof that that's not the case, like, unfortunately, Rare just have a big issue with, like, standing on their shit with bans and stuff. What are the changes here? Not great. I swear the previous year was 200k profit. So no, the previous year was negative 200 profit. So they went from negative £200,000 to positive £900,000. You know, making the paid audio update worked. Okay, so King Hot Dog Pig here, he says, unless I'm misunderstanding, it sounds like we're getting more cosmetics in the in-game shops, but at the cost of getting fewer cosmetics in the season pass. So in the end, nothing really changes. Yes. Okay, exactly what I was saying. We're still getting roughly the same amount of cosmetics just distributed differently. I don't understand why improving one area has to come at the expense of another. Good question. Why can't we continue earning the same amount, if not more cosmetics through the season pass, while also getting a larger selection of new cosmetics out of the in-game shops? Also, those who already own most of or all of the Emporium, okay, will have even less rewards this new pass. Very small minority of players, but that's still a factor to be considered. That's fair. That's fair. What happens, actually, if you already own the items they're offering? Oh, I don't know. As far as changing the way we earn renown, this is not the right direction to go. Sea of Thieves is a sandbox game. Players should be free to play however they want. Trying to funnel people into specific activities to earn renown will only make progression feel like yet another chore. Season Pass should progress naturally in the background as it currently does regardless of playstyle. All playstyles should be equally valued and rewarded. PvP focus, PvE focus, etc. What makes Sea of Thieves really great is player freedom and choice. Please stop trying to diminish that. We shouldn't feel pressured into doing activities we don't enjoy just to progress the pass. What happens if you're that guy that won the Emporium? Yeah, the guy who won the full Emporium that has never been acknowledged ever. What about if you are him? I'll let you know. I am what many would call a whale. Yeah, no, I really want to know next season, like how that's going to work. King Hot Dog's a legend. I love King Hot Dog Pig. He needs to... His tweets are good, but unfortunately, they're really long. And I'm a big reader. Like this one here, that's not even like a long one. Like he'll just... Like that's a short one. He will occasionally drop a fucking novel, which it's all good information, but it's you gotta condense it, brother. You gotta condense it. These are all okay. Now I'm saying this and I'm seeing all short ones. Maybe I'm just slandering him. Nah, I like him. Yeah. Sometimes they're a little. Yeah. If he just does a TLDR, it would help a lot more people notice the stuff he posts. Because like sometimes it's just a few too many paragraphs for the average reader. Like I said, I'm happy to read them, but so what up, Alaki? Gonna be a spicy. We missed the mark from this one. Mm-hmm. He's like me writing essays for social media. Yeah, and it's just like, that's cool. But like at a certain point, like unfortunately with the the TikTok brain, people aren't gonna read all that. Which is fine, but you just have to expect limited reach if you don't offer a shorter form content. That's cool jacket. Yeah, I got the matching pants. Check it out. Super oversized on me, even though it's a fucking extra small. It's not about the goal, it's about the glory. Ironically, the rare employee wrote that script. Yeah, thanks for the... I don't know, we'll appeal until the end. I don't think the crew wants to play anymore, so this is a journey and the game ends. Thank you so much for your reply. Have a great adventure. Thank you, man. I'm sorry to hear that, but like I said, I don't even know how anyone... Like, because I've experienced a lot of people who've dealt with bans and shit, but like... They almost didn't see you. Damn, the American Army wants you. The fuck, Roger? You're going to go hunt some deer? We're going to hunt us some deer to get deer, man. My name's Skeeter. Skeeter Crudmaster. Before to hear any thoughts and feedback. I'm not reading all that. Look who it is. Look who it is. Holy shit, this shit's gone circular. We're going cyclical with it. I can't wait to read whatever this said. That made my... What did that make... Hang on. What did that make my webcam lag? It like froze. High class can consume King Hot Dog Pig's post? Exactly. You're going to be walking in the woods in my deer cosplay, don't shoot me. Hey, people don't read my comments or answers because I'm writing too much. People these days are so used to short content, they even are ready to like go something that interests them just because it's too long. And there's something that progresses if you don't read because things are long, you read less, and that's just spending your speed of reading lowers, which makes you more lazy. Yeah. So yeah, Vic, you're right. And like I like to read everything I can for you guys, but like I'm just saying, like when people do post just big things, it does unfortunately lead to that. And that's just the state of the world. All right, let's see what everyone's favorite Boatswain has to say. No, I didn't think you were. I'm just saying, like, yeah, I understand why it exists, and I think it's unfortunate. I'm saying I like King Hot Dog Pig in his post, but I wish, they could get more like exposure by him doing TLDRs for those people. Very positive about increased doubloon earning. This is good. I hope the cosmetics we can earn before the cosmetic choice stage are still like the cosmetics we get from current season pass. If not, change that. Plays like the cosmetics. Okay. Whatever. Normal post. The one upvote is dead. That's really funny. Bro, can you move down a bit? I'll just raise my desk. Is that better? The one upvote is very funny, seeing as like people are getting like 9 and fucking 44 and 28. But that's a whatever take. That's the least offensive thing he's ever done. Like green trees, they're alright. Yeah, you're right, that name sucks. Yeah, I just like, I'll respect anyone's pronouns, I have no issue with that, but making your username your pronouns is just a really fucking weird bit. It's like, what's the word I'm thinking of? Is it gauche? It's gauche. It's passé. I hate to get French on yous. It's very gauche. I'm trying to be way better at that, lol. I get carried away and supposed to be way too long. Yeah, and like I said, I read them, dude, but I know a lot of people won't, and I think that like leads to less exposure for it. I think if you just did a TLDR at the top, or if you said TLDR in replies and then did your post, and then I think that'll lead to more like accessibility, just because, yeah, people are obsessed with short form content. What if I said my pronouns are Yoshi Foods online? I mean, that's whatever. I'm so disgusted I didn't know that was his name until someone said it, mentioned it being pronouns. Yeah, and like I said, once again, I don't want this fucking stupid political discussion about this shit. If you use whatever your pronouns are, that's fine. It shouldn't be your identifying username. That's just fucking weird. It's like if I made my username like, well, yeah, like male guy. Like it's, yeah. Kevlar/glove, that's fucking stupid. Yeah, it just, I don't get, it's so strange. And I have nothing against use of pronouns, obviously. I'm not a fucking troglodyte, but like, that's an incorrect use of them. I don't mind trans people, but I do mind trans people who force their ideas and like heavily trying to convince others being trans. And that's fair, that's fair. That's to discuss somewhere else. That's whatever. But making your pronouns your username is weird. Pronouns are by definition kind of in lieu of another identifying name. Yeah. Why make them yet? Anyway. Literally no one had ever complained about Season Pass. Not true. And what do? You completely change it, destroying the only part of the game that wasn't based on extreme FOMO. Okay, this one's a weird one because yes and no. Also, people who don't want to read long stuff often answer me, why wasting life to write so long? They're always comparing others to themselves. They think that they took so long to read or write something, then everyone is the same level. When I write long stuff, it's rarely some sweating. It's usually because I'm interested in the subject. I'd rather keep going, being hard to stop myself than sweating to add more. Try to limit my long sentence, but I develop the fear of being misunderstood. It's really funny for someone to say, why are you wasting your life writing so long when like spending your life writing is like one of the like best things a human can do. Like that's crud goblin. Like spending your life writing is probably one of the most like beneficial tasks. Like that's just the best thing you can do. Have your name and then pronouns. Yeah, that would make sense. I don't think they need to change Season Pass. I just think they need to make it more exciting. My man Aristotle, yeah, I like writing. Yeah, fulfill it. Yeah, like that's like one of the, yeah, I think that's the best trait you can have. Realistically, short form content is probably because people are just stupid. I mean, it's literally, I'm not going to go into the full discussion about it, but there's genuinely studies now that are coming out where it's like, yeah, people are like becoming less able and people's like brains are no longer like, if they consume short form content, then try to consume normal stuff.
shutting down August 14th.
Synapses ain't working. Yo, Hyper, thank you for the tier 3. Yeah, if only. Can I get Twitch drops here? Yeah, there's no drops on right now though. I don't know when are the next Twitch drops. I don't think they've done it this month in Sea of Thieves yet, but yeah, I do drops. I have FOMO for some Season Pass I missed when not playing. Same with PUBG before they made something you got to spend 100 plus on to get a K-pop skin. Okay, your brain's cooked. Next week? Okay. I just announced a minute ago. Hang on, let me bring that up. Oh, hang on, no, it's partners only. Okay. These drops are going to be SOT partner only. So you can't get them from me. Instead, you got to watch one of those boars. Or you can watch Mifu. What are we getting? 75k gold, useless. Renown +1 level, useless. Voyage of Luck, useless. Hear No Evil emote. They've already given that away recently. Mediocre Marauder title. Okay. Purple Battle's not purple. Okay. Purple Gloves. Okay. Graveyard Gladiator Figurehead. Okay. Or watch Skelly. Oh, yeah. Watch Skelly. Yeah, watch Gossfather. I forgot they're partners now, so they should have these drops. Yeah. Hell yeah. But no, I won't have those ones because those are Crud and Joe Bart, modern age philosopher. Watch people only stream when I'm asleep. Or just buy the drops. Yeah, man, some brain connections get smaller and others, some others grow weren't a thing like 100 years ago. We can handle using devices. We learn to recognize a good source. Okay. Please don't change the name Plunderpass to Season Pass. Plunderpass is thematically better. I do not like the Emporium cosmetic idea at all, to be honest. What if I bought the cosmetics already? Exactly. Good question. Do I just get nothing when I reach the final reward at that stage? There's a drastic reduction in new cosmetics via the Plunderpass. I hope this translates into cool new cosmetics at the outpost, as mentioned before, and not just recolors. Now, the next post is from Shiny Ray. I've already upvoted this post. This is the only post I've already seen. The feedback you got from the current Season Pass was that there weren't enough meaningful rewards. So you just took out 99% of the meaningful rewards. Moreover, you're essentially saying you're moving what was planned for the Season Pass into the gold shops. In essence, we're not receiving more stuff in the gold shops. It's just what was planned for the Season Pass, and we end up with less, despite everyone asking for more earnable rewards. I'm nonplussed. He's right. He's right. How long until Nessie gets smited from partner? Fucking next week, dude. When it drops starting, by the way? Oh, I didn't even read when they're starting. It's next week. It's 15th of May to the 20th of May. So, Friday. I love Ray. Ray's good. Ray's good. I like Ray. And 57 upvotes. So, yep, everyone's in there. Got some friends right here. Who we got? Baron Raw, ran into him recently. Valor Omega, yucky guy. King Hot Dog Pig. Crud Goblin, we know that guy. He's all right. Demaster Bob, I swear I know that guy. Toby Echo Zap, Able Pirate, Hail Spirit, yeah. Ray's and weird. No, Ray is just like the most normal fucking guy who's like an old head with SOT. Boss talking the company driving in my Lambo went. Fucking Jesus. He's all right. Yeah, Shiny Ray's good. He's good. Okay. There's a lot to unpack here. Firstly, can we not call it a season pass premium tier? That sounds boring. Honestly, yeah, they should call it like Scallywag fucking tier. And a Crud Goblin and yikes. Yeah, I was in a VC with him. Did you ever mix with someone else? Yeah, no, Shiny Ray's always been just like a normal guy. Like, he's never been like the diehard bootlicker that some of the people who have been partner as long as him are. The game gets more Fortnite-y. It does, yeah. It's like, it's also funny, like, it's a season pass. It's like, oh yeah, what was added in season 20? Oh, custom Cs. That's it. Last time Crud was in my VC, I was screenshot. Oh yeah, I joined the VC like a couple weeks ago. I went, and then left. When's Ray to come and see these podcasts? He watches it. He can come if he wants. I'd feel bad bringing on like a proper person like that as a guest though, because you know we do get a little defamatory sometimes, and I wouldn't want someone to be involved with that like you know has their own like professional thing. Especially with Battle Pass in every game is making me think Ted Kaczynski had a point. Again, maybe season is clearer, but the wealth of creative piracy nautical names I could have used. Yeah, we need more riddle videos. We do. Just for clarity from here on forward, the free track has always been called Season Pass, while the pay track has been Plunderpass. Thank you. Cheers. We read this. Sorry, Crud. We read this. And fun fact that I said in last chat, the pass was never called the Season Pass, except for a few rare occasions. The dev blog post. So not only do we loose rewards, Rare has gotten so lazy they're gonna do the same thing they did with Twitch drops and start reusing Emporium cosmetics that nobody ever wants because for the most part they don't look as good as some of the newer stuff. Do better, Rare. This is a disgraceful amount of laziness for a company and a group of your caliber. Great. Bring the mute guy on as background that randomly walks in and out of the tavern. So it reads is very patronizing, bordering on gaslighting. The attempt to frame this as anything other than monetization push is outright insulting. The idea that any part of this changes for the benefit of players is a joke in poor taste. Seasons were a mistake in the first place. True. This is digging the hole far deeper. Pay to win season pass, just great. Another dig in the grave. Yeah, I completely agree here with the feedback. The implementation is not needed as it complicates things more with unneeded stuff and even more UI menus and a dozen other things. Easy fix, occasionally bulk release a handful of items that we all know are vaulted in the game at this point in the clothing shops, slightly increase the normal Doubloon rewards in the existing pass going forward. I know you've already teased and shown the UI in the trailer, but like with the other additions to the game you've announced and then cancelled, you can do the same with this. Shoelaces are untied. I'm not wearing shoes. Hot take. Sea of Thieves doesn't need a battle pass. Real take. All right. Well, it looks like everyone's. Can you quickly cover the changes of this? Plunder Pass will be 50 instead of 100 levels. You won't earn ancient coins in the free pass. You need to spend 1,000 coins to get the paid pass, which will get you most of a ship set and another 1,000 coins back. There'll be doubloons in the free track. You pick shit as you go, like voyages and stuff like that. You get less. Shows the dogs some bootleggers like it. Give me 150 fucking subs and it will. All right, it's all the same shit. Everyone is in the same agreement, which is good. I'm sure there's been deleted comments here. And nobody likes this. What's the most recent response? Hail Spirit. Why? Just why? Does it not seem like any logic was brought into this? I'll just echo what others are saying. Let's change the thing no one complained about. Let's have more FOMO after admitting FOMO was bad. Well done. I feel like I'm playing Pokemon Go with this pass. Based. Fuck Pokemon Go's passes. You have a point on a subconscious level at least. You knew the chance of getting across was turning himself into a meme. Fair. I think Able Pirate posted on Twitter some comments have been like, yeah. Obviously we can't view them. Everyone, yeah. It seems like a majority is in the agreement, which thank God, because used to not be like this, used to be different. So if you make your engine coins back, at least it's not that bad. Yeah, if you pay the 1,000 coins, you will then you can use the 1,000 coins for the next one. Pokemon Go has a pass. I'm not even going to get into that. Yes, multiple. What's going on? Plunder Pass is changing and no one's happy about it. Which we expected. Oh, no good. So what have we learned? God damn it. That's the wrong notepad file. What have we learned? What have we learned today on this here crud rant? Well, it seems that we've learned that punishing someone for your own mistake twice, not a very cool thing. You still haven't added a better way to earn doubloons for next Build Route Weekender. And unfortunately, that means that my Build Route Weekender will be using my streamer privilege to endlessly grind out doubloon chests from other people in my community. I will get 2 boats in the same server. I will simply get them to do their voyage and hand over the chest. I will do the same for them, of course. And that is how I'll be earning my doubloons every weekender, unless you make a better way to earn doubloons. Yous have completely cooked it. Sure, I've lost my items and I have to earn them back. I'm on 2,000 out of 4,000 doubloons right now. I need to get to 5,000 by all the items. For me personally, you might say, haha, you have to play the game more. It's like, yeah, I was going to anyway. I play at least 3 hours-ish of SOT every day on stream. I'm going to play the game regardless. This is not how you fix problems that you yourself made. Second, Bruno. Creepy guy, not a nice guy. As much as people go, oh, he's so nice. I say this a lot. If the only thing people can say about you when someone says, oh, do you know this person? They're in drama. They go, oh, but they're so nice. Nice is the default human state to be. Every single person you know personally that you don't actively dislike, you could probably say, oh, they're so nice though. They're so nice. They're nice people. You can say that about a lot of fucking people. I can say that about people. If all anyone can immediately say about you is, oh, but they're so nice though, they're lying. They have no other information they can provide about you because they know that you're not a good person, but you're nice to them. Boatswains. All of you are bad people. None of you should exist in that role. And there shouldn't even be a separate gossip Discord for where you can shit talk people with no evidence. And then years later, when you're confronted about it, say like, oh yeah, I said some shit I didn't really have information on. When the shit you said was that you were in a call with someone and that they were cringe. The Rare Barn visit might be good. I feel like it's a little late, but hey, we've got 90 days of the season coming up next month. And who knows, maybe Custom Seas will get shit that will appeal to the masses to actually play, such as a server browser. I will say though, with server browsing, the thing that I'm concerned about is the SOT community, unfortunately. If I see a custom server in a browser that's like, we're playing Prop Hunt, how are you going to prevent people from joining that and harassing that and griefing it? You're going to have to introduce new pirate code specifically to conduct held within custom servers, or else you're going to have people like me and Theb interrupting people's custom servers to sync them and piss them off. Same as Alliance server breakdowns. You're going to have people joining to harass people. You're going to have to invent a password system or something. I do think server browser is good, but at the same time, you've got to consider, I always say this with any consideration, especially around SOT, when you think of something that's cool, you've got to think of the problems. That's the problem. Boat meets just bomb them with... Yeah, like, there's many issues that arise from having a server browser for people who don't want to get fucked. Can you kick moderate your NCs? Probably, but then that also leads to weird... We're about to enter a world of custom servers that have Discords for them that run their little fun events of hide and seek and roleplay and shit. And we're going to get so many fucking stories on Twitter and shit where it's like, yeah, I used to play in Captain Fuckbeard's like roleplay sessions, but then this happened with this person and now there's this person that does this. It's going to lead to really weird shit and really uncomfortable thing because similar to the Bruno situation and the Boatswain cringe and Jotaro and all that, when you give these people a semblance of power, they take it too far and they get fucked up. That is what's going to happen. The Plunderpass, you got to fucking throw that shit back on the stove. There was parts of it that I thought were okay. You literally contradict yourself in the statement of saying, we're going to make it so you get less in the Plunderpass so we can add more shit to the outpost. If you're adding the same amount of raw items to the game, including free Plunderpass tier and outpost, but this is 10, this is 5, and then you make this one 10 and this one 5, that is still the same amount of items in the game. Also, yous have said multiple times that the Emporium people and the Outpost people for cosmetics are different teams, so you can't tell me, unless you want to confirm it, you can't tell me that they aren't the same team anymore, or that they are now the same team. I think there's going to be RP servers exist purely for bad actors to groom the extensive minor user base of this game. Yes. What's Bruno's situation about tapped in? You'll have to watch the upload. I thought the Plunderpass was going to be good in the last round I watched, and they took a shit on it and set on fire. Hey, they've still got another month. They've still got another month to fix it. Maybe they'll somehow change their minds. They won't. Yo, Smeed with the Discord standout role. Yo, hit me up. DM me with what you want to look like. What color do you want your name to be? What emoji next to your name? And the name. And the name of it. Hyper, you've already got a Discord standout role. What's going on with the Grand Maritime Union shit? We don't know. Anyway, that's the rant. That's the rant. It's 9 p.m. I'm just going to end stream. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you YouTube for watching. Thank you Twitch for watching. I think this is my highest YouTube viewers so far since I started streaming on YouTube a week or two ago. 54. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Go to crud.boats. There's a website. It's very important you go to. It's called crud.boats. If you go to crud.boats, there is insanely good merch there, such as a bucket hat with a hog on it and really cool shit. Go browse all the merch. It's all very good. I wear it, and there's millions and millions of people that love it. Buy the Modangus Polo. Cool. See you tomorrow for a normal stream, and then I'll come back to like Fire Red and all that shit. Will I get bullied at uni for putting your stickers on my computer? No, you will immediately get 4 girlfriends and maybe a boyfriend if you're into that. Plowtube? Bruno and Play Fair plays the cheers just to be considered. Talk out his ass as a creepy person? Correct. Sayonara.